Really, you should. Oh, that was what we were doing this past weekend.
Oh.
Is E's stream for charity? I didn't have a stream for charity.
Oh, Dan did. That's why you need to pull it down and have your own.
Oh, I'd pull a Dan, and I would have the best, stream for charity where all the money gets charitized. That's a word, right?
That is definitely a word. That is 100% a word.
Okay.
So
So
what
session 21.
So what we're saying is Izzy's going to start his own charity stream with blackjack and hookers.
Well, I mean, I certainly hope so.
I mean, it's got to be better than your stream in every way. Did you have blackjack and hookers?
No one wanted to run GTA 5, so...
No.
Well, there you go.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, welcome everybody. The big thing here, actually, I think is the party has to get back together to... I think I know what you're going to do. I'm not positive what you're going to do, so you all should get back together as a group and talk about stuff.
So, there's a large problem in the area, and it is depending on where we're going to be burning our political capital in order to actually accomplish anything, is, I believe, the main issue. Also, whether or not we want to get Thief Tarn as a resource to use by going to a dungeon.
Specifically, getting Thief Tarn as a resource to use.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Oh, yes.
I mean, I wasn't sure which Terran you were talking about, so that was helpful.
Thought I said
the word, the single word thief dropped.
Ah, okay.
I
heard thief.
But yeah, because we currently would have issues, especially with the fact people are keeping eyes out on us to get the evidence that we need to actually deal with all of the the crime going on, all the smuggling, all of the people out of work, and see if we can actually get evidence on the Church of the... Is it duck or turkey?
Turkey.
Of the turkey.
They need to get
about
stuffed.
them being horrible.
And the
They need to
problem
get
is,
stuffed and cooked.
yeah, and the problem is our opponents know me specifically, and I'm the main spy, so we definitely need to get some other resources.
Yeah.
These are true comments.
And this is the reason why I wanted to have you guys go just in character and be like, yeah, it's time for you all to talk about what you want to do.
There's also the thing of we probably should be deciding sooner rather than later who we are going to appoint in charge of Kargaz. I am getting tired of doing their paperwork, and we also, this is kind of a big political thing that we are sitting on that is making people pay even more attention to us and be more mindful of, like, I could help you, but there's this territory. What were you thinking of doing with it?
Mm-hmm.
So there's the opportunity of throwing that at this problem as well.
So what you're saying is you're taking my hometown and you're going to, give it to somebody?
We need to figure out who we're putting in charge of this at some point.
I'm basically assuming you were all meeting at, like, Aiden's Villa or something here.
Aiden's Villa or, like, Anya's place or something.
The bar that has gotten a hedge maze.
Anya is going to lean against the bar, given that the bar is specifically one of the places that has not been targeted.
Fair enough.
Target? What do you mean, Anya?
Well, so the thing is, everything with the financial problems of the merchants, with all the thugs wandering around town beating people up, ain't exactly what we'd call an even distribution. Anyone with friends in high places, like, say, a bar that's the favorite place of a particular nobleman, I'm gonna nod at Aiden here, those places tend to get left alone. So if we're lucky, they're mostly going after the weaker links and the ones with less options to address all this. If we're not lucky, then there's a couple people in high places who might be involved in all this.
Well, talking with Reed and Viola very briefly, they really had no idea they seem to have had no idea what was going on, and at least Viola is going to be trying to do a little bit of work on fixing this problem. But seeing as how they also had no idea what the cause of the problem was, I'm not putting too much faith in that.
What's that? Noble don't have any clue what's going on with the economics of the place they rule? Wow, color be surprised. Dead silence. Success?
I'm laughing.
I'm about to sneeze.
Aiden agrees with the fact of no, they clearly had no idea what they were doing. It's a shame that there are so many of these other nobles are that incompetent.
Darp.
Look, Aiden is currently been making administration rolls and actually has to be looking at the taxes and incoming goods and money and various things like that.
Yeah, I was actually going to look at Kristoff and say, so, the kind of rival of the group you've been with, yeah? Who's been moving in here?
Basically, the second in command of our business rivals is the.
You seen them get their hooks into a place like this before? Because they managed a pretty impressive amount this fast. Got some property, jacked up rents, been loan sharking for people who are having trouble making ends meet, took advantage of the silver mess, and now there's all the beat-ups, which have enough plausible deniability as random muggins, but are probably protection.
Yeah, it's sort of they must have considered this area pretty important. They've got the second in command and a bunch of other pretty high-level managers here, on top of getting the backing of the church. I'm really not surprised they moved as quickly as they did.
But of course, the turkey's involved. And what do we think of arson for that one?
What?
Well, I would not be opposed to it. The problem is that they have enough resources to rebuild and are politically important enough that an investigation will be launched in the area. So we'll need to be doing better than normal at making sure that no one traces it back to us.
Yeah, if you're gonna run arson, it should be after we've exposed the link between the criminals and the church.
Wasn't a serious.
Make it look like the groups turned on each other.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't a serious suggestion, but with that option.
I mean, it's a useful option. We just got to use it at the right time.
No argument there.
We also have our random smorgasbord of ideas for how the fuck do we improve the outlook of risen in the area, including trying to create a celebrity couple.
What? Is there a new problem with the risen in the area?
Attached faces of the thing of it's not just the risen are here in the area and competing with resources, but you like them.
Wait, so, is there a new problem with risen in the area? I didn't hear anything about that.
The risen are specifically getting hit by a lot of this?
Fuck's sake.
Because the Church
and
of the Turkey
Church of the Turkey, which has been growing in presence in the area, is also very anti-risen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Each of you had a lot of different information about what was going on.
Oh, one other mess. So the bandit problem might actually have some connections to the whole mess that we're seeing with the economics of the town at large, because a lot of the stuff the bandits are hitting is they're hitting a few of the random ones, enough to give them plausible deniability, but they're mostly targeting all the high-end shits. So I'm thinking they got access to records from somewhere and someone.
Yeah, that's all pretty standard operating procedure for them. So
Was that the Masons that we heard about, or was that a different group of bandits?
This is the one led by that one fucking Earth Mage.
Yeah. Might be able to.
Being a thorn in our side.
She is also a potential resource because we could probably easily bribe her if we get the right material to just go after the people we don't like instead. Seeing as how her concerns are personal profit and personal amusement.
Yeah, and then when there's another highest bidder, we go right back to being screwed. We already know she's got good instinct to bug out before she can actually get caught, so nothing's stopping her from taking pay from both sides and then just leaving before anyone comes onto the fact that she's playing everyone.
But if she's taking all the high-end goods, why isn't she taking anything that the mob is bringing in before it gets through customs?
See, that's why I'm thinking it might be connected, because if she's hitting mostly people who ain't the mob, that helps the mob get more of a foothold. We can solve their possible competition and all that.
That is an important question that you guys, without getting, say, the logbooks from said mob, I'm not going to know what the exact value is.
Could I like talk to a lot of the just sort of see what the overall temperature is with the merchants and try and figure out if the mob might be getting hit by that or not? I mean, it's gonna be a hard roll.
Yeah, that one's a hard roll. They say that's probably merchant -3, or like public speaking or carousing. Take your pick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a really hard roll.
Here's the thing: you can spend resources to boost this one.
Okay, define resources.
Mostly money. It's basically, it's not directly like giving them money, but it is like going out with a bunch of people to a nice dinner that you happen to be the one paying for and such.
Yeah, I've spent most of my stuff lately, so...
Mm-hmm. Does anyone else have money that they might want to throw at that? Here's the thing, money is fungible.
I have no money left.
Yeah, how much are we talking about?
I'm going to go double check that one out. I'm going to go double check the exact amount. Let's see, the merchants are status 1 primarily.
Yeah, because I'm status 1, so that makes sense.
Yep. They're either status 0 or status 1, but the one that you want to talk to are the status 1s.
Mm-hmm.
So you get a +1 for... Status 1 is... you get a +1 for $120.
Oh, well. That's easy.
Yeah, that's...
The lowest level that is actually pretty cheap.
Is there anything that you can do for multiple people working on this to lower the difficulty?
You
Other
use
than
the highest
just,
skill.
what?
Use the highest skill. I'm pretty sure Aiden has really good carousing aspects.
Yeah.
It depends on what's applying. Like, am I applying leadership, charisma, what? I'm assuming charisma because I am
You
usually
apply
applying...
charisma, yeah. You probably not be applying leadership or status because that's probably not one you want to be leaving when you're questioning.
Okay.
Hey,
So
you know,
if I'm applying charisma and just charisma, not any of the other stuff, like, I guess attractive is more on their roll and rank and status would be both things that are potentially bonuses, then I would be rolling against it.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So you grow rolling -3s to 12.
Would me going along with him with any of my clout help with that?
I'd say yeah, you get a +1 for that.
Sweet.
And I will spend 150 for the other plus one. So
Alright,
that's rolling against 14, right?
Yep.
Cool. 18, here we come!
Actually succeed. See, the
Yay!
important thing was we didn't bump it up to 18, because then that guarantees 17 or 18 out of it.
Yeah, it does.
He's right.
Kind of a little bit.
But 11, so still passed by 3.
So you get some of the people who definitely have, as an example, Christians who at one point dealt in coffee. Who
hasn't it?
who might maybe still be able to find that somewhere.
Yeah, Anya would totally know who some of those people are.
Yeah. So like going and talking to them about it. The main thing you get is that the mob is certainly getting hit less. They're also getting hit. Like, in particular, there definitely was a coffee shipment that just got abandoned, like, a few weeks ago.
Okay. So it's still possible that it's a near plausible deniability, but there's still a chance that it's a slightly less cordial working relationship than we feared.
It could also partially be just not wanting to go after the people who can actually afford to go after you back.
Yeah.
And yeah, the biggest problem is the fact that the Knights are having a hell of a time even tracking down where the bandits are. Because in other words, they move all over the place. And they're not hitting a consistent route, so it's like, where's the hidden bandit base? We don't fucking know, because they can build a new base wherever they want to with Earth magic.
Yep. And it's hard to track, because they can erase their base with Earth magic.
Or their tracks.
Yep.
Yep.
If I didn't think it'd backfire spectacularly, I'd suggest getting the bandits on our side to rustle out the mob, but there's no way that'd end well for us.
Probably
I
not.
don't know. Can always throw as many resources at the wall and see what's.
Well, let me be more specific. It might work, but later consequences are probably things we wouldn't like. Because it's the kind of thing where it's just like, help us and we'll let you go free, and it's just like, nah, they'll come back to be a thorn in our side at some other point. Well...
So, would anyone like to bring Anya up to date on what the other big plan you guys had was for solving this?
Which one?
Going out to the Badlands again.
Oh yeah, going out to the
Why the
Badlands so
hell?
we can help Thief Terran do a thing for Abby, so that way we can get Abby as get the Thief Terran as a resource.
So
Yeah,
basically,
we need a spy who isn't known to them, and I am very much known to them.
You know, we're there.
So one of the other things that's going on is that as a result of Aiden and Abby showing up together at that party, Abby is getting
The court cases, yeah.
yeah, and so she has Thief Terran off doing some stuff with her while she tries to deal with some of that. So if we help him deal with that stuff, then
Actually, that's a real good idea, because if we got Thief Terran as a spy, we get Abby on our side helping to fix this. If she helps fix this, that'll probably help clear her reputation enough that all the bullshit stops piling on her.
Well, if we can get things off her back long enough to actually do that.
I'm not saying it'll fix everything, but it'll at least be, a mark in the positive column. It'll get a few of the assholes to be less asshole-ish.
The biggest problem here in Anya now has politics to really realize that the biggest asshole here is her dad.
Yeah, there's not doing much about that. Because he's not going to step in to fix all the spurious bullshit.
Yep,
No,
we know
and
about that.
he's the one who has the ability to just throw out cases that he thinks are ridiculous because, he's the local lord.
See, now, as both a player and as Anya, I am tempted to put Abby in charge of Kargaz. I'm well aware that it is one of the most controversial options we have, but, also fuck you, Dad.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so...
I'm wondering if the best option might be for, you lot to go help there, and for me to stay here, keep an eye on things, and kind of just wrangle the merchants into making a bit of a power block to begin to try and help this, to prepare to actually apply some political pressure where we can, and to just kind of make a bit of a financial net to, I guess, how do I put this? Reduce how many of us can fall before we fix all of what's going on.
But we need you, Anya.
Yeah, trust me, I'm not thrilled about the idea of sticking around here playing politics instead of punching monsters in the face, but someone's got to do it. And in terms of the economic problems, I'm probably the best one to handle that since I got my finger on the pulse.
Aren't we okay playing for a little bit because they're leaving town for a little bit? Because I'm not sure how much we really want to split the party for a. Some of us go off to dungeons, some of us are going off. Some of us are staying behind.
That broke up so badly. I have no
We
idea.
got hear you, Sean.
One sec.
Sean is actually a robot. We have to
Sean is, in fact, actually a robot. The other big thing is, this actually is not that far out of town.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a day there and back.
It's a day and a half, assuming you're moving at wagon speed, not horse speed.
Okay, that is a pass. I do have the option to come with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is literally a day away if you just go on horseback and not bring a giant wagon with you.
Yeah, okay, I passed enough stuff that I'll go with you. Let's put it this way. Anya's responsible side is just staying in town would be the better plan, but it's also the boring one. And it's just a few days. So Anya probably will try and convince a couple family members to at least start the beginnings of creating that idea, though.
Yep, and that's one that they definitely would be happy to do, especially if it's hey, do we want to have a couple of the more prominent people who haven't been hit that hard and know what's going on to come over for just come over for a meeting of the different guild heads, basically.
Yep.
Yep. So your family's gonna get that part set up.
Yep.
All right. That sounds like a plan. Does anyone else want to say anything about planning to go out to Badlands and do stuff?
Let's do it.
That was my idea in the first place, so I'm all for it.
So why are we going to the Badlands
Yeah,
again?
I'm fine with that as long as we're quick.
We're gonna go we're basically gonna go get your brother to help us.
Yep.
Well, I haven't seen him in forever. It'll be good to see him.
Yeah. Little family reunion.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be nice to have another Terran that isn't actively trying to murder us.
Yeah, there's too few of those in the world sometimes. Why did I just say there's too few Terrans in the world? I regret everything. Give me 5, I need coffee.
Yep.
Related for things that are going on in plans, we are going to get a few more members of Order of the Rose to be in the area coming soon. So that are very much rule stickler and unlikely to take bribes. So, setting things up for them showing up.
Mm-hmm.
What was this?
of a accidentally, while all of you important higher up people of the Knightly Order are here, look at all of this corruption that accidentally got exposed while you're here.
Oops.
Aiden is grabbing the rather lawful members of his Knightly Order and giving them an invitation that they really can't say no to come and have dinner in the city.
Excellent.
And then while they're here, we accidentally cause things to happen that expose some of the corruption, and then they're going to be stuck around fixing it and not be bribable.
Mm-hmm.
That is an excellent idea.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Alright, so everyone has horses and the ability to ride them well enough to handle this. Don't bother rolling shit.
Do we actually have that ability?
If we're not actively trying to run and race them hard, we are allowed to just ride a horse.
You are allowed to functionally roll Dex +2, provided you have a trained horse.
This is why Taryn is in the back of the wagon.
Except we're not taking the wagon.
Yeah, Tara is riding behind someone on a horse.
Probably Anya.
Probably.
Yeah, because he's off dealing with the bureaucracy out in Cargos.
And Anya's just like, yay! I don't have to do the politicking administration stuff. I might be good at it, but yay! I got to go punch things.
Take that, kids.
You basically were told... So, the information that Abby would give you about where to go, she's like, alright, here's where I sent him. Here is a thing like... Build a fire, give him during the day at some point, give him this signal from far away for him to get to you. He'll know what to do. I'm not sure what's in this ruin. I'm suspecting it's more, grave protectors in the form of, animated skeletons and such.
You sent him out there to fetch something for you, or just to take care of what's in there?
Well, whether or not anything's in there, then fetch things. In particular, there's a pair of earrings and a circlet that I want, along with a hand mirror. I'm going to write down the descriptions for you. Do not care what else you find or what else any of you take from it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
And Taryn knows exactly what these look like, too, so just hand them over to him, and everything's good. And then she goes back to the fact that she has tons and tons of paperwork on her desk because all the lawsuits. A day passes. I assume someone intelligently signals Thief Taryn to show up.
Yep.
So,
I mean, we're
party-
still a tabletop game party.
yeah.
Yep.
In this party, I think we can be reasonably confident that someone signals Thief Terror. Whether it is intelligently done is very much another question.
Okay,
Hey.
fair enough.
Hey, Aiden, this is all fire. You're up.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm assuming you're giving the signal.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Let me pull open the other sheet. Oh, I was wondering who Abby was going to send out to give me a hand. Long time no see, everyone.
How you been?
Oh, better than ever. I can't believe why I stayed around Cargaz for so long. This has been probably the best year of my life. And
Glad to hear it.
he is dressed in the same fashion as Kristoff at this point. To give you guys a idea.
Okay.
Like status 1, very wealthy threads. He's just kind of like looking at your Taryn and saying, Really, there were better options than just staying in with the guard, which Taryn is going to look a little offended at.
Different folks want different things out of life. Good you got a chance to find it. So, we're here to help you out, and in turn, help us out with a bit of a problem we need some sneaky folk to take care of.
Right, well, the situation appears a little bit more complicated than I'm able to deal with, but I'm sure now that you're all here, we'll have no problem getting through it.
Tell us more.
Complicated how?
Well, the ruins are, I'm gonna guess we're about a mile away, Nick.
You're actually probably more like 2 miles away for being safe with the fire, but...
The ruins are about 2 miles from here. Really old. A lot of different, like, crypts and whatnot going on in there. Magically warded in some areas. Fortunately, I was able to find a way inside that got through most of the wards. It's, a little swimming channel. I hope everybody can hold their breath for a while. But then there were 2 problems. The first problem is that there are a bunch of locals who are trying to break down the front door to get at what's inside.
I assume the front door is part of the wards?
Yeah, I was able to get in. I don't know how much progress they've made. They haven't been able to get in yet, but we want to avoid... I don't want to deal with them. I don't really want to deal with anybody when I'm out here. If we can stay away, get in and out, no problems, all the better. However, then there's the second problem, which is as soon as I got into the crypts, there were a bunch of shambling remains that, came to life and tried to attack me.
That part I think we can certainly do.
Well, knowing your skill set, I'm confident you can.
Can we get a description of the locals? Are they like actual wasteland locals, or are they from elsewhere?
He's going to give you guys a description of a barbarian horde. Nick, would I have any idea where they're from?
Roll versus 10, Izzy.
Nope. No idea.
I mean, really, this is just...
He is giving a not too terribly detailed description because he might have been really far away looking at them when they showed up.
Yeah, no, as soon as I heard them come knocking, I bugged out.
Good call. Nice to see someone with decent self-preservation instincts.
Yeah, well, when you're, going into, old ruins and catacombs and whatnot, you have to be careful. You never know what kind of, magic wards or people are going to be poking around.
Ain't that the truth?
Wait a minute, I'm confused. Are we going into a burial site and taking things?
We gotta help him before he'll help us. He's here on the job, and he's gotta finish it. Trust me, I know exactly how much trouble we got into because of people doing this earlier.
But isn't that the exact reason why people are put to death?
Nope. It is not.
But that's why Aiden sent off Dolbin and Cole.
No, it ain't.
Well, the other thing that happened with that was excessive number and the fact that they kept getting scammed out of supplies. Where people kept robbing them.
Okay, Dolbin and Cole, they didn't get set off for anything with bearer supplies. They got set off for magic experimentation on living subjects who didn't consent, and for, mass murder of the subjects who didn't turn out the way they wanted.
But when you explained it to me, you said that it was because of the grave robbing. And then they were sent off to the filthy barbarians as tribute because you said that they did that.
No, the grave robbing... Okay, no, I screwed up here. Okay, the grave robbing was someone else entirely. We're not sure who did that one, but...
Wait, so you lied?
I did not lie. I'm explaining my thought process. It's a few steps. You willing to come with me through those?
Taran just has a shocked look on his face.
Look, don't want to come. They were going to be put to death pretty much no matter what because of what they done. We took them to trial law. They'd have been killed here. We handed them over to the barbarians, even though it was something that they specifically hadn't done. Because the barbarians were basically demanding to be paid back for some people who had done grave robbing. And I figured that if they were gonna die anyway, we might as well get something out of that. And you know what? That's shitty. That was real shitty of me to suggest it. And I own up to that. It might have had results that most of us were fine with, but it ain't cool. It ain't alright what we did with that.
But that was a fate worse than death.
They were gonna die anyway, kid.
It was a literal fate of death.
Taryn's
They
just
weren't
gonna.
avoiding execution.
So Taryn's just gonna kind of go and lean against a tree and kind of weep and be by himself for a bit.
Yeah, that's fair. Now, trust me, I ain't thrilled to be doing more grave robbing, considering that it almost sparked a big-ass invasion over in Cargos, but, you're here on a job and you're intended to complete it, so...
I don't want to have anything to do with grave robbing.
Well, tell you what, how about you keep an eye on... We're not gonna make you take anything from the rest. How about that, Taryn? How about you stay up top, be sneaky, keep an eye on the folks trying to bust the door down, to make sure that they can't cause any problems. We'll go in, take only exactly what we're here for, leave the rest behind, shoot sturdy look at Kristoff at that, and get just enough to complete the job, and then be on our way.
No stopping them from entering via murder or attacking them.
Look, as long as I'm allowed to
I'm sorry, we don't need to be leaving into a giant battle.
Yeah, but just because you can survive a lot, don't mean that we want you to risk it unnecessarily.
Yeah, the more people we have chasing us out of here, the less stuff I can bring, so...
Which is a bit of a moot point, because the only stuff being brought is the stuff we're specifically here for. Death Lair.
Thief Taryn is just gonna kind of like look at you and then look at Kristoff and just be like, shake his head very slightly.
And I mean, like, the Death Lair is alternating between Kristoff and Thief Taryn, and he's just like, I know I can't keep an eye on both of you, but like, come on, really? He's already crying. Can we not make that worse?
Oh, he's just being a big baby. He just needs to grow up.
Yeah. And you know what part of grown up is? Learning how to process that grief, so give him the space to do it, alright?
Alright, fine. He can wait here.
See? He's still got a job of his own, too.
Alright. So this is when I'm going to close actual Taryn's sheet for a bit, so I'm not using two characters.
Yup.
Yup.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
I imagine there will probably be a roll or two of does Taryn get in over his head.
That's completely up to Nick at this point.
Mm-hmm.
None of you mentioned we were going to a burial site before we got here, otherwise he would have stayed in town.
I think it was specifically just said ruin, and while they are often connected, it is not guaranteed. So.
Exactly.
And Taryn's not going to be the one to make that connection on his own.
Yeah.
Also, I don't think it was ever presented to us as anything other than ruins.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
For a reason.
Yep.
For reasons.
Though I thought a mention of the fact that potentially pissing off barbarians that we just appeased was brought up.
I mean, this is
I
a bit
will
of a
point out,
different spot.
you're in a very
This is a different spot. Was the
Yeah,
thing.
because I'm pretty sure that the pissed off grave robbing was more towards the west, near
Yeah. The pissed off
where
one was-
Dale
Yeah, there
died.
was looking at a map and discussing this.
Yep.
Yep. Other side of the big river.
Alright.
Oh.
In we go.
Oh, actually, Nick, quick question.
Also, Izzy, I'm trying to make you an icon. Just send me what HP and FP Thief Taryn had so I can set those up properly for you.
Just copy the.
Oh, actually, yeah, no, do that. Do that right now.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. Right, before we go in, Abby also wanted me to make sure that whoever was sent out here also got back without any problems. And since it's all of you, I have some stuff for you. And he's going to reach into his bag and pull out a bunch of healing potions.
Fantastic.
And he's literally going to empty his bag and give everybody 2 potions plus X. Where X is however many he lifted off of you in the past. And he is going to apologize for that.
Amazing.
He's like, here, just want to apologize, I've turned over a new leaf, sort of, and I want to make sure that, we're all good and on the same page. So take this as repayment plus a little bit of interest, and if you ever run out of a health potion, I promise you that I will use one of mine on you. And you will note that his bag is presently empty as he says that with a smile on his face.
So this was 2 plus whatever he took from us?
Yeah, so I think you're getting like 3 or 4.
Yeah, I think I remember him taking 2 for me.
Yeah. And with the way he said that, I'm not even going to make you roll. You know that the potions he's going to have on his person are really just the 2 bonus ones he's giving everybody else.
Yeah. Is that 2 per person or 2 total?
2 per person, I believe.
Nice.
Right, Nick?
Yep, it's 2 per person, plus however many he stole from you last time.
Alright. So what I'm hearing is don't actually change the number of potions on my sheet.
You can if he... I will let you know if he needs one. If he needs one or somebody else needs one, he is going to steal something.
Fair.
He still has kleptomania.
I was going to say, I did not expect that to be gone.
Yeah.
I mean, it was gone from your inventory.
He has multiple disadvantages. Sometimes them comes out more than others.
Alright.
Alright, so the big thing is getting everyone to get in there mostly via swimming. How many of you actually have swimming as a skill?
Yo.
No! There's a reason Farron and Anya's amazing boat trip went in fun ways.
I'm pretty sure no. And also, I'm pretty sure it's based off, HT, so putting 1 point into it is not going to be helpful for me.
Well, it's HT easy, but...
Still.
1 point is just going to... Putting 1 point in it would then make me just have rolling against a 10, which is not particularly great, and I don't feel like doing. Unless it looks like I really am going to need to.
Okay, so it sounds like somebody is going
Just summon another kelp golem to pull us.
I mean, I could put a point into swimming, but,
If I'm doing a golem, then I'm basically out of magic for the fight.
True, never mind.
Dan, interpret that however you want.
I'm trying.
Are there people that would be able to help us swim over, or are we really reliant on our ability to swim over?
It's the party's ability to... So, Thief Terran knows a location where, you can dive underwater and hold your breath for about 20 seconds and you can make it into a room in the room. It basically... The party, as a whole, needs to figure out how to deal with that. The answer could be one of the stronger party members who actually knows what they're doing drags everyone with a rope. It's mostly a question of, if you do that, there's going to be some fatigue lost by whoever's doing the dragging and whoever's on the rope.
I don't think
I mean, we could also just, try to have someone who knows what they're doing go first and last, have them hold a rope between them for the people who are less competent to just kind of go hand over hand along the rope.
Also possible.
So that means Thief Terran goes first with one end of the rope. Who's on the other?
Yeah, probably.
Sure, I don't know what I'm doing with swimming, so...
You're,
I do not have good
you're
for
not.
that.
Okay, Sean. Roll HT +1 to not fuck up sitting in the water with a rope.
Fuck it up.
Yeah,
Fuck
you
it
know
up,
I'm rolling
fuck
against
it up.
11, and this is going to be when an 18 gets rolled.
Yeah.
That-
Oh, no, that's a pass, if it's HT +1.
Aiden manages to not fuck it up. So yeah, you got a rope at beginning and end. And everyone, give me an HT +2 for getting through. If you fail, you're fine. You're just taking some FP damage.
I'm fine. Pass my one.
Taran swims the shit out of this rope.
Oh yeah, no, Thief Terran's fine.
I mean, I assumed that Thief Terran had brought the end of the rope into it.
Yeah, he also rolled a 6, so...
Yeah.
Also, you guys would notice he is also wearing very nice armor.
Yeah, he has had a good time.
Yes.
All right, so we got Andis through. We have Victor through. Restolf and Aiden.
You already had me roll HT +1.
No, that was for not fucking up holding the rope. You still have to get through the tunnel.
I mean,
Damn
arguably, once everyone's through, he could just hold on to the end of the rope, and the rest of us could just like haul him through.
I rolled a 5, so apparently very good.
Yeah,
I passed my swimming by 0.
you good. You good. All right. So first off, it is dark as hell in here. You kind of all come out in this tiny little grotto gasping. There's some stone steps leading down to it, and well, from the layout, it really looks kind of like this was the sort of place where, you know, you send people to get water for something. Thief Terror knows the next room is the room that he noped the fuck out of.
North?
Yep.
Yeah, he'll tell everybody to catch their breath. Up ahead is where we have problems.
Anya's just going to position herself between the rest of the party and the room of Nope while everyone catches their breath, just because she's probably the tankiest.
Mm.
Yeah, Thief Taran is going to drop his bag and pull out a crossbow.
Mm.
Scroll down. It's currently hidden from you. We're in the south.
Bottom right.
What is
Yeah,
the...
but they just wandered off to the bathroom, so...
Oh, 1 minute. Haha! I've moved everyone's screen to where it should be.
Fantastic. Hey, Dan, I'm checking my pocket.
Okay.
Is it still there?
Nick, why don't you answer that?
No, it is not.
Good. Okay, game on.
Game on.
Oh boy. We'll be fleeing for our lives and they'll just be playing hot potato.
Oh,
except like where you want to hold it.
We're playing the Legolas Gimli game, except we're both effectively Pippin.
Oh god.
The goal is whoever ends with more stuff of the other person on them.
Not this game. Unless Kristoff turns it into this game.
I think the big thing is, for going into the room and dealing with things, I'm just going to assume Anya is going first. Everyone else move yourself onto dry land for roughly where you are.
Dave still isn't back yet, so just kind of pick a spot for him.
Fair enough. I feel like Victor is probably towards the back, like middle of the pack, but...
Yep.
Yeah. Oh hell, we don't have standard Terran or Eirik. I'm the only non-squish party member. Okay.
Yep.
Oh boy.
You know, Thief Terran's at least wearing decent armor, even if it's light.
Yeah, but he's squished and he's also a coward, so...
This is more important than the other.
Yup.
I say that is a good quote, Izzy.
Mm-hmm.
Also, here's a question. Who has the light?
I probably will because I've been here before, so I know where it was safe to light it up.
Yep. Yep, so Thief Terran has the torch.
I also have a light spell.
That also works.
Fire spell if we run out of options.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say for you two, just keep telling each other what the number you pass by is, and the other person rolls observation or perception versus it.
4.
Legit.
4.
Let's see.
Do it in your private chat, probably.
Gotcha.
No Legolas and Gimli, except they're both.
Except for both thieves.
To be fair, this is by far the least destructive way for us to do this.
Probably. I don't even know
Here-
what
here-
specific...
Here's the thing, of all the party members, he liked you! Despite everything, he liked you!
Yeah.
Yeah, it's friendly rivalry.
Yup.
That's the funny thing is, now that we've gotten past that there can only be one stage, this is all fun.
Yeah. Actually, as he helps you up, he's gonna whisper this into your ear. Oh wait, this is the wrong chat.
So much typing.
I think we're all waiting to go into the next room.
We're waiting for Dave to get back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know what item they're trading back and forth, but I'm assuming it's something specific.
You'll probably just see Taran pull out this really old-fashioned coin that has been polished to a shine. Toss it in the air so it flips heads over tails a couple of times. Catch it, and it looks like an old doubloon. And then he's going to rub it real quick, and then very obviously put it in his front pocket and pat that spot. And actually, I'm going to make a sleight of hand roll to see if I can throw Kristoff off.
And I would make what observation against that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pass by 2.
Passed by 7. It's not in that pocket.
If Anya sees that coin flipping through the air again, she's probably going to confiscate it. Or at least attempt to.
She will try.
She will try. She will not keep it.
It's the kind of keep it, no, but attempt to snatch it out of the air at least.
No, it's going up once, then going in the
We
pocket.
have it.
But never mind. I'm not grabbing her yet then.
Yes. We have a date again.
All right.
Well,
Hey, Dave. I should have moved your screen to where you ought to be. I was mostly asking the party to assume what their marching formation is for going into danger.
Oh boy.
Come here.
I'm probably somewhere vaguely in the middle to back. Because
You are
I
currently
wish
dead center.
that is acceptable.
Hi.
Also, for the mages, do any of you want to cast any spells ahead of things, considering you know that there's danger ahead?
Actually, what do I want on my crossbow? It's actually a good question.
I'd recommend a bolt.
You may want to avoid any super noisy spells, given that we know there's idiots at the front door.
I mean, they've got all that rubble to get through, so it shouldn't matter too much as long as it's nothing ear-shattering.
I'm just thinking of, are Kristoff's concussion grenade spells noisy?
I
So
have
they're very noisy, and also you're in an enclosed space.
Yeah.
I have other attacking spell options now, so. Okay. Yeah, going with explosive lightning on the main crossbow. Actually, yeah, while we're here, let's throw up some mage stealth. Okay, mage stealth's up too.
Okay. As soon as we
Alright.
step into the room, Taryn is going to point at the spots where the skeletons popped off in case they haven't assembled yet.
Yep. There is a door here, but the map doesn't have it. Terran slammed it shut when he got past.
Prep a death vision.
Okay.
Actually,
So. This is where you guys have as much time to prep as you want to, Dave.
it's more that I was thinking, does that work on undead?
No. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
It would work on undead that are intelligent, a la liches and risen, not like skeletal, reanimated skeletons.
Yeah, and I'm expecting to encounter more of the latter than the former here. And I'm gonna just prep a stone missile.
Okay. Is everyone ready for Anya to kick in the door, basically?
Pretty much, I don't really have a bunch of prep spells.
And this is reminding me of the time I ran a one-shot where the door that the party tried to kick in was the mimic.
So, here's the thing. Karen was here recently. They're still up. And as soon as the door opens, you see four. It's completely skeletons, like bleached white, wielding kind of corroded bronze short swords with it probably was armor at one point, but it's clearly not now. By the way, that's a surprise round for the first time in goddamn.
They get one or we get one?
You do.
So, I'm just gonna put this out there. Those skeleton tokens you're using are actually really kind of cute.
Alec. They're actually the defaults for roleplay.
Oh,
What's up with their heads?
Those are helmets.
Oh! They're conquistadors.
I actually read a long article / book about that recently because it was a real curious thing. Izzy, what's Thief Terran's initiative?
5.75.
Okay. Also, Thief Terran does not have injured. He has less health.
Yes.
You reduced his current HP, not his max HP. I fixed this problem.
I didn't think it mattered.
It technically does.
I mean, for the purpose of tracking.
Yep.
But yeah.
And I don't remember anything. One minute. So Thief Terror gets to go first.
To approximately no one's surprise.
He only beats Anya by 1 point.
Aim crossbow at closest skeleton, which I guess is...
Are the skeletons supposed to be at 0, or is that representing that they're just not on initiative yet?
It's representing they're just not on initiative yet. I know what their initiative is.
This guy is closer. I will take a step forward. Can I apply, be in the same spot as Anya?
Yes.
Okay. I will,
if you get attacked while you're both in the same spot, you have major defense penalties. But yes.
I will take a step over here, hugging the wall, and aim at this guy on the right.
Sounds good. Anya.
I need to remember how ranged combat works.
Slowly.
You're so short range, it doesn't really matter that much.
Yeah.
Charge and slam, or stay here and basically provide a bulwark for the rest of the party?
I feel like you have a disadvantage that at least partially determines that.
I just rolled it. I passed.
Okay.
Hell, I passed both of them. Fuck it, still doing charge and slam.
Fuck it, doing it live?
Yep, if I'm all outing, can I still do the double attack?
Yes, you can still do double attack.
Sweet. I'll be attacking the north one on that side.
Sounds good.
Pass. Ooh, that's borderline. Daredevil means I still pass.
Nice. It technically gets a dodge, fails, and the other dodge is down awesome.
I had a feeling they were going to be garbage at dodge. Oh right, next time I get money, I'll be forging weapons, but not yet. Right, my damage changed. Also, I am using the mace for this, not the axe.
Sensible.
So, first hit 6, second hit 8.
Alright, so first hit 6, second hit 8.
Both crushing. Probably not terribly high, but yeah. That's
Yeah,
okay.
that shatters several of the bones, but it's one of those things where you're like, that's still looking pretty up there in terms of what it's doing. It's not at the point where you managed to cripple anything yet.
Yeah, not surprised.
Christoph.
So I'm going to go ahead and shift to here, and I'm going to aim one of the pistol crossbows at that guy.
Okay, you have line of sight. Aim. Sean,
Yeah.
it is your turn.
Okay, sorry, missed that. With the staff, that gives me effective +2 range for my spells, right?
Correct.
Which guy... Those guys have been attacked, right?
This one is hurt.
Yeah, the right
But
side.
Anya is directly in the way, so you would take an accuracy penalty.
Yeah,
What about the one to the right of Anya?
That one's probably fine. That one had no penalty for range.
Yeah,
Okay.
right side north has been hit. Both of the south ones have one person aiming at them so far.
Okay. First to cast Flame Jet, and then that's a success, and now what is my innate attack for that?
Sean, you only get an attack with it if you all an attack, otherwise you just summoned it this turn.
Oh, really? Wow, it's a 2-turn thing? Okay.
But here's the thing, now you just have it in hand for the rest of the fight.
Okay. I am going to... Well, isn't it only 1 turn? Doesn't it only last for?
No, it has a maintenance. You can use it every turn.
Oh, wow, okay.
And you can
I was
roll
confused how
attack
this how it works.
next.
Okay, I'm good then, I guess. Yeah.
Did you need to step back?
Yeah, because I'll step forward later.
There.
Victor.
Okay. I will step forward and aim at back left.
Okay.
We're bad at focus firing.
Take over. We are at the end of the surprise round. They will act when they act. Thief Terror.
Shoot this guy.
Okay.
What's the range penalty for this distance? I don't have a range table.
0.
0? Awesome. So I'm at +4 because of the bonus on
Actually,
this.
I think we 1, 2, 3, straight up -1.
Okay, so I'm at +3 total because of the niceness of this crossbow. Where the hell is crossbow? Okay.
Got a good crossbow there.
Pass by 8.
Tails dodge. Roll damage.
What is damage on this thing? Thrusting +6. $10 damage.
Well, you managed to break one of the ribs, but it doesn't look like it got hurt that much from a crossbow bolt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't think so. And how long does it take to reload one of these things?
What's the in parentheses next to your reload? Or next to your shots. It's like, if it's 1 parentheses 4, that means it takes 4 turns to reload.
Oh, hell with that. Yeah, okay. 4 turns. He's going to drop the crossbow and quick draw his knife.
Okay. Anya.
Quick draw. Oh, he doesn't have quick draw. Never.
Can I smack the one I've hit before again and then take a step back?
Yes, you can. You get 1 thing of shift every turn before or after attack.
Yep, I just wasn't sure if I was allowed to step away as opposed to just step up or around.
Makes sense.
Okay, so to hit, that will... Oh man, that's only a pass by 8.
Such a shame, you still hit.
Yeah, I figured. There we go, 12 crushing damage!
Oof, that's a big hit. Shattered several ribs and the spine's definitely bending the wrong way, but it's still moving around.
Oh, I'm so glad I went for the damage increment. And step back. Raise shield.
Probably a good thing, because now you know that they act on 5.5.
I was wondering why I was at 551.
Well, that's just what your range on this, because Iric acts on 5.5.
Ah, yes, makes sense.
So first things first, your buddy is stepping and swinging.
Yeah.
That's a hit.
Okay, roll shield. No.
Yep. Your other buddy's stepping in and swinging. Still a hit?
Parried.
Sounds about right. Over here, this one is going to all out to charge it on you.
Rude.
Oh, you're gonna regret that.
First attack hit, second attack hit.
First attack dodge, second attack hits.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna regret. He's gonna regret this because I don't think he's gonna do shit for damage.
He's probably not.
Or I say before on high roll, 10 damage. Not any damage.
Wow! I got 1 damage!
Anya tank.
Anya tank!
And
I'm
the other
so
one
glad I
still-
spent.
What do you say, Laura?
I'm so glad I got that armor.
And the other one is just sort of running straight at the back line here.
Uh-oh, here's hoping we don't have frickin' Frack the Skeleton Bomb Squad.
Kristoff.
Alright, well, I'm gonna shoot frickin' Frack the Skeleton Bomb Squad in the face.
You do it!
A+.
Let's just double check the roll here. That distance 15. It's gonna do, well, it hits. It's gonna do jack shit for damage.
What'd you get?
I hit, but hold on.
Yes, you get hit and failed its dodge.
2 impaling.
That, in fact, it sort of goes between a rib and jiggles there.
Okay. It did about what I expected a crossbow to do to a skeleton.
Yeah.
Hey, Aiden, your turn.
You have a friend.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Can I step back from the friend?
You can step down one towards Kristoff.
And can I then do an 8 attack against them, or no?
Yes, you can. You have a giant jet of fire coming out of your hand.
Yep, let's see. Okay. I'm only rolling against 12, so decent odds I'm missing. Or if that's a hit.
That is a hit. Roll damage.
Doof.
Burning damage.
Damage. That blackens a lot of its bones. Yeah, like, you broke most of the ribs, and it's kind of bending half at the torso now, but it's still moving.
Nice.
Victor.
That Earth missile right smack dab into that.
Remind me, ping which one you were aiming at, Dave? Oh, yeah, the one who allowed it. Roll the hit.
Yeah. This is why I was saying this one's going to regret this decision.
Never let it be said that they're intelligent.
Hello, friend. You have volunteered.
Yep, thanks to the aim, I'm rolling a 1. That's a hit. By 3.
Give us some damage.
With pleasure. 17 crushing damage.
Ooh.
Big damage. What phrase? He's half the man he used to be. It's still moving, but there's you definitely like bisected it, roughly the lower rib line.
So the legs and the upper body are moving independently now?
No, the legs are done. The upper body's still moving.
Okay, so it's prone / can't move, but can still attack.
Yes, it can stab at your ankles, as it were.
And by your, you mean Anya's.
Yes,
It can try.
it can try.
She has good ankle armor.
It's true. It's time for Thief Terran.
Thief Terran is going to attempt to fast draw again. I'm allowed.
Okay.
Son of a bitch.
Did he fail?
Yeah, his fast draw is not as good as normal Terrans.
His knife is on the ground. He's going to have to spend his next turn picking that up.
He does not have Klutz.
That is what a normal fumble on fast draw does.
Oh, it does?
No. Normal fail and fast draw is just you take your whole action ready.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Never mind, you're right.
That's not a crit fail would be you drop the weapon.
Right, yep. So Thief Terran takes his turn doing that.
And can I shift one?
Yes.
Oh.
You can shift one. Anya.
Well, do I keep smacking my favorite target, or do I take out the one who's already semi-crippled?
It's a good question. I mean, your favorite target is actually more broken than that one, but
Well,
it's
in
still...
fact, favorite target it is, and yes, I do not have to all out. Good. Favorite target, here, have a thing.
Can it parry? Yes.
Rude.
Yup. Alright, Anya's taken 3 attacks again.
Okay.
Favorite target. Never mind, he whiffs.
Good.
Second target. Does connect.
No it doesn't. Pass block.
Okay. Stab it at the ankles. Actually gives you a -1 to defense because it's low. It does hit.
Does that mean that, it also, goes for the all armor instead of torso?
Yeah, no, it's going for leg armor.
I do not manage to Wait, hang on. With that -1, I still managed to parry! Haha!
Victory!
Your legs are fine. Alright, who does this one want to hit most?
It will in fact not bite my knees off.
Haha! Anya's good at defense.
Yep.
This one was coming down this way. It got hit by fire. It is stabbing fire.
What a jerk. There's no plants down here.
There are no plants down here. All it's a hit. If you retreat, you're going to be in the...
Murder.
So I just need to try dodging regularly.
Yep.
I mean, you can retreat into the water. That is an option.
It is. No one's saying you can't do it.
It is an option. You can decide you're diving into the lake.
That's a successful dodge, surprisingly.
Hey!
In dodge.
Aiden looks at the lake and goes, "This is not fashionable."
Kristoff.
Let's see. We're gonna shift back.
Into the water.
Oh right, fuck. I get. All right, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna roll a thing. Hold on. All right.
I'm partially
So-
resting both of you putting your back to the water.
All right. I shoot a fucking lightning bolt in his face.
If that is the lightning bolt spell, you do have to all out attack to get all of it off this turn.
Yeah, that seems fine.
What do you need to get all of it off the turn? Don't you just?
Turn 1 is conjure the spell. Turn 2 is throw it.
Oh, fuck it. All right, we're doing that.
Think doing lightning javelin in Dark Souls in terms of timing versus melee swings.
Gotcha. 5 burning damage.
Yeah, that hurts. That definitely hurts. Not looking happy with that. He's still up and like has a sword, but you know. Wait, lightning does minus damage.
It's 1d6 minus 1 per energy point spent,
And
and you can spend up to.
oh
major
right,
per turn.
because it ignores metal-based DR, which this
Yep.
isn't wearing.
Nope.
Aiden, do the thing. I don't know what the thing is, but do the thing.
It's gonna be shoot this thing with shoot this thing with fire again, and I guess move this way so I can start getting other retreat options other than into water. So,
You're gonna need another move before you have any other retreat options, but sure.
yeah, that's a hit.
It unfortunately is in melee range with you, which means you can carry your staff, which it does.
This is out of my hands.
Ah, okay, never mind then. It fails. Roll damage.
What are you actually doing?
Fire.
My hands are lighting on fire and shooting at them.
Have you played Skyrim? Currently, it's continuously conjuring fire from one hand.
I'm thinking of it as like firebending. Because, no, I have not played Skyrim.
Oh. Ooh.
I'm rolling well on damage. I'm happy with this.
Whoa, you are. That boy, he crumbles to dust.
Should hope. 15 fire damage.
Victor?
I'm gonna, does the effectively so first question in chat.
Question in chat, checking. I think I think you are correct. Like,
Okay.
he has dealt with this type of thing enough.
Okay. Then, basic stone missile. Does the prone one get any defensive bonus for being prone?
You have a -2 to hit because it's smaller, but it loses its defense basically.
Alright.
Yeah, it's you have a penalty to hit it, but it has basically no chance of dodging.
Stone missile passed by 6.
Dodge. He rolled a 7 and it still fails.
6 more points of crushing damage.
Boom. It's still moving, but I've crushed even more of its bones. This thing is... It's not long for this world. Another good tap will finish it off. Thief Terran.
Move and attack is an all-out, correct?
No, you can move an attack and roll versus a 9. And have no parry. Or you can all-out attack to, all-out attack.
Why roll versus a 9?
You are rolling at your skill -4 or 9, whichever is worse if you move an attack.
I'll move over here, and this guy's on the ground, right?
Yup.
I'll try that.
Go for it.
Nope.
Nope.
Oh.
Anya.
Sorry, I'm scanning for a thing in a book. I think my shield... I'm basically double-checking that my shield stuff is actually correct.
It's mostly, if your shield defense bonus made you succeed, I should roll damage versus your shield, but it's not going to break
No,
this.
I'm making sure that my shield block number is correct on my sheet.
Oh,
Because I think some stuff might have shifted.
Also, the skeleton that you were using to put them into the initiative order is the one that we killed.
God damn it, me.
This is why you just put the big X on them.
That would have been smarter. Well.
I have done that many times myself. God damn it.
They are clearly now all dead.
Buckler-sized shield, covers your arm shield or a tower shield.
I have what's called an Argive shield that I got specifically from somewhere.
That is defense bonus 2. It's in low tech 116.
Yep, okay, it is correct then. Yes, the thing I was looking at was just the shield thing. Okay, so, how we doing? Okay, the one in the back is dead. Let's...
Both of your buddy and Uncle Stabber are doing real bad.
Hey favorite target, what's up? Nothing. Nothing is up. I whiff.
Nothing is up.
I whiff, but I don't drop, and that's the important part.
The ankle stabber is stabbing at the ankles of the guy who just tried to stab him. Thief Terran, roll a defense.
Curse you, 16!
Roll a defense at -1 because it's stabbing your fucking ankles.
I have to roll at -1?
Uh-huh.
Terran will attempt to dodge.
Okay.
Pass.
You're fine. Ani, you've got 2 coming in versus Torso.
Okay.
I basically envision that being Thief Terran just like jumping.
Yep.
He's jump roping.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't think Anya's taking damage here unless you get another 16.
Well, let's see. Success and success on blocking if they both hit, so...
Yeah, they both hit, so you're good. Kristoff.
I say blocking, I mean some form of defense.
Block followed by parry, most likely.
Yep.
What am I gonna do? Well, we're gonna step and fuck it. Shoot a lightning bolt at this guy.
Okay. Actually, if you're all attacking, you get a +1 to your to hit roll, actually.
Okay.
That is a net +0.
Okay.
Do you have line of sight around the corner?
There should be line of sight there, yeah.
Yeah, it's barely, but it still works.
Okay, hits.
It hits, roll damage. You don't have the defense for this.
3 burning.
Hi.
Well, you burned it. It damage. You did, in fact, do damage. It's Aiden's turn. Also, Sean, remember you have to maintain that fire jet every turn you use it for your FP.
I bought it at the level where I don't care, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, I didn't realize you bought it that high.
I bought it so I have a +4 to the skill now.
Yeah, no, you damage every turn and not care then.
Yeah, that. Like, it was the thing of, like, okay, what should I put things into? And it was brought up the thing of, like, maybe you should have a skill that's in combat that's not going to cause anything. Am I going to have issues shooting through these guys?
So your spell is technically a melee spell, therefore no.
Okay, so the one on the ground next to Anya?
It's
Pass by 0?
There's a reason I used that spell so much in Kingdom Hearts. You hit, the one on the ground fails its dodge, it's dead. Don't bother rolling, it's dead.
It had 1 HP left.
Pretty much. Sorry, it gets to roll HG. Oh look, it failed, it's dead.
Die, devil.
Yeah,
die.
this spell is a really nice spell.
It is. Victor. It's the reason why fire is the school you go into if you just want to do damage. It doesn't have many things besides killing people, but fire is really good at killing people.
Nick, is the minimum cost on a spell 1 or 0?
0.
Excellent.
The exception are defensive spells. Those have other rules. They don't get discounts.
I
Okay.
don't trust you, your man.
If now I'll see what I can and shoot a stone missile at this one.
Okay. Blast it. Yeah. Skeletons. Not terribly smart.
That's an
Oh,
18!
Well.
It's okay. We all have to die at some point.
Oh, no, that is a crit fail on a ranged attack.
Also,
Wasn't that to succeed at the spell in the first place?
correct.
Oh, that was a crit fail on the spell counts. That's actually probably better.
Roll on the wild magic table.
That's better for everyone for the most part.
Very safe.
I mean, it was only a 1 FP cast, so.
The failure is that Victor drops a rock on his foot and takes 1 point of damage. Yes.
Acceptable.
Victor!
Rassin, ding darg.
Yep. It's Thief Terran's turn. He has nothing to stab again.
He's just gonna sigh and be like, really?
Well, would you say, Victor, that you suffer from projectile dysfunction?
Wow. I'm gonna sneak around this guy who's focused on Anya. May I roll stealth?
No.
Yes. Please put that in the roll, folks.
Please put that in your no, there's nothing to hide.
Fine.
You're running up to try and flank him, and that's fine, but there's no hiding, really, here unless you dive into a coffin.
I'm just gonna go flank him. I'm confident Anya looks like the bigger threat.
Alright, Anya, by the way, the bigger threat.
Hey, different target. Let's try this again.
It's so nice that you've got such a good working relationship.
Wham!
Where indeed you hit.
Good. That's what I actually put in the correct damage roll. Yeah, piddly little wham, but it's still damage.
It's still enough to make him dust.
Good.
You
Whack-a-mole, get on the ground.
I'm rolling to see if this next one crits Anya. If not, combat is over. He does not crit, combat is over.
Okay, my turn to BRB. I need a bio break.
Okay.
Shall we all take a bio break?
I mean, I'm fine. I took one before game. But we will wait to describe the room and what is next, because Thief Terror has not, in fact, made it past this room.
I know. Cool.
Oh, skeletons. You're not very competent. You never are in any game. But they are sufficiently dangerous that without Anya taking aggro, a lot of damage would have been dealt to everyone. Legit. Dave back.
Yep.
You will wait until Lord gets back for continuing. Beep boop boop beep. Ba-da-ba-ba.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Some.
I return. Don't everybody get excited all at once now.
Indeed. Do we have more back yet?
No.
Okay.
Very fair. I have received a pickle.
Pickle.
A pickle for my nickels. Smell vinegary and delicious.
I assume that vinegar tastes good to someone.
On its own? Probably not.
When things have been pickled in it? Yes.
I really don't like vinegar. It's why I don't like most pickles or most barbecue sauces. Beep boo ba doo.
Mm-hmm.
Doo ba doo.
Okay, I have returned.
Oh, do we have everybody?
We.
So yes, if you're not here.
Indeed.
Yes.
Yes, if you're not here.
Yes. All right. So, the big thing from this one, I actually realized I probably made this map too small. Oh well.
Oh well.
There were 4 actual sarcophagi that have been opened, and you can all see some level of like jewelry, like glittering things fall down into the piles of ashes from the skeletons. There's a decent amount of other things haphazardly strewn about this room. It looks sort of like a room where, like, there's a table, there's a lot of very ancient, again, mostly bronze tools on the walls. Looks sort of a place where, like, just from the tools, medical, some sort of surgery or something. You're not really sure.
I'd say leave everything in here because we have to come back this way.
Yep.
They usually have more valuable things deeper in.
And nothing that matches the description of what we're looking for so far, huh?
Oh, nothing at all. These are like tools that are used for a purpose where the thing Abby was looking for very much is like, these are things someone was buried in that are fine and like obviously magical.
Yeah, no, I figured. You just had mentioned a little bit of jewelry, so wanted to double check.
Oh no, these are like people were buried with like rings or minor amulets that actually, does anyone here have the religion skin?
I have a very specific hidden lore skill.
That one is not relevant to this question.
Thaumaturgy.
Alas, we do not have the man of the goose.
Thaumaturgy work?
I feel like I might be able to like roll job skill at a penalty for burial customs specific.
That's actually no. Roll job skill at no penalty for that, Dave. Or no, actually, sorry, -2 because you're looking something ancient compared to modern.
It's passed by 4.
Nice.
So one of the things that Victor realizes when looking at like the sarcophagi and some of the jewelry as you walk past is like those are the sorts of things that really old tombs back home have.
That really old tombs what?
Like back home have in them.
So this used to be part of where we're from.
Yeah.
Which we knew, because we knew the borders had retreated.
Yeah.
Well, it's the question of how far have they retreated. But look, this definitely came from back home and like where much older faiths were for that kingdom. You guys ready to move forward?
Before we do, I am going to go pick up my crossbow and reload it effectively.
Mm-hmm. Make a sense. Yeah, yes.
Very true, Lord.
So, going forward, wait, do you go forward?
Yep. Let's.
Well, we need to find the things we came here for, right?
Yeah, just you go forward, you open another door, there's a hallway leading into some sort of cavern. There's light up ahead, is one of the weird ones.
Do we hear anything?
You hear the sound of like stones scraping and people working.
Turn to Thief Terran. Is that the front door people were trying to bust through?
I'm assuming it is, Nick.
It is. There's not a lot of light.
Yeah, they shouldn't have been able to get through the magical wards. Well, I guess we should hurry up then.
Shape Earth to drop a bunch of dirt behind the door.
Sounds good. And it's like a stairwell up, and there's a slab that like they've broken through, but only barely. Then yeah, shape Earth to fill that up works.
Should buy us plenty of extra time.
Hopefully.
Going on forward, the big thing though is, and everyone should probably move up. There's kind of like, well, it's not iron, but it's some sort of metal, like big barred gate forward. You can
Hey,
see
Victor,
on
you ready?
the other side, there's more of a hallway and a rather impressive statue that has a ton of like runes carved into it, standing on the other side.
Whereabouts is this?
There you go.
Can we roll thaumatology or anything to figure out what the hell's the statue?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Hey, Victor, you reckon?
Roll, his job skill again.
Thaumaturgy passed by 5.
Why do you know that?
Because
Passed by 1.
this is what my job has been for the past several months.
Okay, fair.
Am I rolling at a penalty, Nick?
No, this one's just straight.
Nope.
Nope. Alright, so Thief Terran has only seen anything like that once before, and it was something Abby took care of. That is, he's almost certain is going to move and start attacking you if you get near it. It's one of the guardians that only show, like, that's expensive. That's really expensive.
Oh boy. He will relay that to everybody else, and he will also say, which means our destination is probably around that corner, gesturing over to the left.
I'm assuming with thaumatology passed by 1, I can't roll better. I'm not going to get anything better, even if I have actual mage skills.
You have actual mage skills that roughly say, yeah, if that's still moving right now, that was crafted by an incredibly powerful mage when it was initially created.
Yep.
So you said that the gates like are not iron. Are they an unusual metal that Victor might recognize?
Actually, yeah, Victor, go for that.
Job skill again, I assume.
Yes.
Pass by 3.
Alright. Victor has a rough sense that they're like a really strange. It's basically a really strange, like magical bronze alloy. Again, this is a very ancient place, but mostly created for incredible heat resistance.
That's alarming.
Yep, and the more important thing is they're closed.
I dislike
yes.
things that are resistant to fire.
So, Victor, how good are you at, and Anya's just gonna kind of, like, knock on the cavern wall over here. What are the chances of you being able to shape Earth us a new tunnel through here so we don't have to go through that bullshit?
Or at least put a wall up between us and it so it can't see us walk by.
I like that idea better. But that's still
Also, do we want to reinforce any of this rubble to slow down the people that would be getting through?
I already did that.
Yep.
I somehow missed that, sorry.
Nick, on the tunneling suggestion?
It's gonna be tough because this is stone. Like, you can see that there's a stone wall past where the pressed dirt is.
Oh, shape Earth is more dirt and loose stone.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. There's other higher level earth spells that let you deal with stone walls, but...
Yeah, my guess would be I could probably do it, but it would take a while and knock me out for the rest of the dungeon. What do I think about similar options to get to the door. That could be easy.
I'm
Or vodka metal bend.
It's true. I'm just going to go for a moment and double check the sheet for what spells he knows.
Not a whole lot of relevant spells.
I mean, this is where character points can suddenly be, I have inspiration.
Nick, is there another area? Is there another area up north, or does it just go into this one passageway?
Oh, sorry. The up north is another press building.
Is it another what?
Wall of pressed dirt.
Okay. Because I was going to say, if there was another chamber there, we could set up a camp in here as long as the barbarians don't make it in. You can take as much time as you need, and then we can rest up and then start in the morning.
So the problem is, Victor has earth to stone, not stone to earth.
If I have the prerequisites, and I'm looking that up now.
You do. The prerequisite for stone to earth is earth to stone.
Oh, well, that's a simple enough problem then. Now to figure out what the difficulty is. This is the one problem with your change to how spell difficulty is done.
You're not wrong. 1, 2, 3.
It's
same difficulty as earth to stone, Dave. I just looked that up myself.
That helps less than you think.
It's more if earth to stone is average, stone to earth is also average. Does that make sense?
It does. There are reasons why it helps less than you think, and it's because I managed to fuck up the sheet.
Fix it?
I see what you did. I see what you did.
This is something that happened a long time ago. Control-Z will not help.
Am I?
I know how to fix this part, don't worry.
Yeah, I think the rest is actually just drag.
It is. That part is something I can handle. The problem is... Oh, okay, so if it is easy then, actually.
Yep.
So, IQ, because it's a spell... Alright, cost 1. That's fine.
Mm-hmm. It's an expensive spell.
Yeah, I don't do so well with those.
It costs 6 FP. 6 FP would knock down, get you the side of the portcullis, or the gate easily. Tunneling through would be a lot more. But also, actually, the noble do metal to stone, which it promptly breaks that gate quite quickly.
Metal to stone. Control F. It's not in the magic book?
No, stone to earth also does metal to stone. So basically, how GURPS magic works is you have dirt, stone, metal in tiering. You can use stone to earth to downgrade metal to stone or downgrade stone to earth. Page 51 of the magic book.
Yeah, I just found it. Okay. Yep, that's going to be 6 per cast, all right. So we're casting 6, waiting. We're casting, waiting 10 minutes, casting again.
Well, that's the thing. Stone is way weaker than metal. You do have some people who can bust your way through stone.
Right. I was reading that map as though there were 2 gates that...
Oh, that's what you mean. Okay, yes, no, you are correct there.
But yeah, no, Anya can start smacking.
Okay. We'll do that then. I will...
Plus the occasional reinforce against the digging idiots.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. This exploration. It's the Earthbender Power Hour.
It is.
Yeah, and then we get probably swallowed by the firestorm that the orb thingy will shoot at us, given that this is fire-resistant metallic bronze anti-magic stuff.
But would anything like that happen?
Yeah.
Would I do that to my players, and therefore you would do it to us? Yes.
Isn't that why we have Aiden? Doesn't he know how to counter fire?
Is that why we have?
If it is a fire attack aimed at one person, yes. If it's an entire room that's exploding and now ignited on fire, that's a little less to deflect. But yeah, I have deflect energy.
You see, Lord Aiden can take care of it.
All right. Well, this is where if
Are
you're willing
people
to-
still here? It just became quiet.
Yes, we're
Oh,
We're still here.
it sounds like we're going to say Victor takes the time to do this properly, and Anya smashes a bunch.
Yeah. Which
Yeah,
also means that Anya probably discovers exactly how close you have to be for the thingy to wake up.
Indeed. The answer is between the two gates.
Yeah.
It very much starts moving, and oh yes, there's fire. It's not just from this. There's little holes in the walls that also shoot jets of flame to make that room very on fire.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I don't suppose I can deflect energy for her.
His job just tells him, like, Jesus fuck, this would be... You'd have to be high nobility to do something like this today.
Yeah, Anya's going to kind of like... Do I take damage from this, Nick?
So Anya has halved DR versus 6 fire damage.
Okay.
Nick, can I deflect energy that or no?
No, it's way too much.
Does fire have a multiplier?
No, fire is just times 1.
Okay.
Also, is the fire ongoing?
Well, when Anya presumably backs away, it stops.
Yep.
Can
Once someone mentions just how many resources are involved here, Anya's going to turn to Thief Terror and be just like, "You're really sure this is a good idea?"
it's what the boss wants.
The boss can survive without playing interference.
I'm gonna pick up a rock and toss it into the room. Nick, does it like ignite the fire, or is it only if somebody crosses in?
Well, here's the thing. When this guy stops moving, it stops burning. How disadvantaged are...
Disadvantages! So it's not burning right now, yeah?
Basically, you backed away, he stopped moving, it stopped burning.
Do I have a clear shot?
Well, that's wrong. This is when you're stepping out to break this gate.
No, I'm asking if I have a clear shot with a ranged attack against the orb.
Oh, I'm gonna say no because this guy walked in front of it.
Oh, I thought that the token was the thing shooting all the stuff, not the skull.
Whoa, this thing over here is the big shiny magic orb thing. That this thing stepped out in front of when he started advancing and then walked back towards.
Yeah, the walking thing is the one I was asking if I had a good shot at.
Oh, the walking one, yeah, you can shoot it. You can shoot it through the gates without any problems.
Cool, have an axe.
How much damage?
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. 9.
You know, that scratches it. It is literally a giant thing that is stone and covered in runes.
That's what
I
I
have a
expected.
really dumb idea.
It's more, does it react when it gets whacked?
It moves briefly and then stops moving and settles back into resting position.
Hey Nick, dumb idea. I don't have the spell I would be buying it for this purpose, but the fireproof spell that affects a room.
Usually affects a person.
Nope, resist fire affects a person. Fireproof affects an area.
I'm double weird. The spell shown on what page?
Can you look at the spell fireproof?
Ah,
Are you going to fill this with asbestos?
kind of.
He's gonna fill us with asbestos.
So the one thing you would realize you have to deal with is you would have to deal with that doubled cost for magical fire. But yes, that would work.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
it's
and
all-
3, and the cost of that is per an area, it would be 3, so double cost is 6. And if it is an area, what's the default area for it?
1 house.
1 hex, but it goes out as a radius.
A range of 1 costs 2 times whatever the base cost is. A range of 2 meters costs 3 times whatever the base cost is.
Okay. If I want to get this hallway, how much would it be?
18.
That's all.
Do other people want to carry me for the rest of this thing?
Kurtzov puts a finger on his nose.
Anya raises an eyebrow and is just like, I'm willing, but you're getting kind of thrown to the ground like a sack of potatoes if there's combat.
Yeah. Okay, I am going to try casting Fireproof for that area and drain out that gem that I just got refilled because we finally entered civilization.
So what does Fireproof do? Does it shut down all fire sources, or just mean that like the stuff
Prevents ignition of fire within the affected area. Matches won't light, flint won't spark, and so on. Does not extinguish a fire brought in from outside the spell's area, although such fire would fail to ignite anything else. And by doing the double cost, I make it so you can't. It also causes a massive penalty to magic fire casting in the area.
Excellent.
Like, it is a -10 to cast fire in this area, and now I am sitting down while other people work.
Cool.
And the important thing is, you guys have to work while he's sitting down because the spell takes him 5 minutes to cast. Duration 1 day. He can rest after that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, back to smashing.
Apparently, this spell is the thing that they give to people who work in fireworks factories and things like that.
Legit.
Nick, can I go up with my dagger and try to, like, cut through a bar?
It takes a while, but yeah, Terra can also help with smashing.
Well, mostly because my knife has got that DR cutting through.
It does, but what is your strength?
Very garbage.
Exactly. Now, the thing is, this guy is definitely sitting here lying in wait for whatever happens next.
Yeah, that's
Like,
fair.
you guys can try to kill him without all the fire bonuses that he had now.
So, Thief Terra knows that last time one of these showed up, it did not try and clash with it. She just ripped it to pieces with the really nice magic sword you guys got her earlier. It just took quite a lot of time.
Yep, if you guys want to unload on it from way back here, that's the safest option.
Yep, I'll distract it. You all unload.
Alternately, Victor, can you turn it from it's metal or is it stone, Nick?
It's stone, but Victor knows that these sorts of things functionally get saves versus that happening.
Yeah, if it's magically enchanted, we will be at least. We certainly should not hang our hat on being able to. It's basically the equivalent of a death spell against more or less. Like, we can resist it through willpower.
Yep.
It can resist it through the power of the spells that are animating it.
The thing that the Mages of the Heart knows is that like the runes on it actually are important, though, and this is relevant mostly to Kristoff. Is like Kristoff's pretty sure he recognizes this type of magic because he practices it.
So smash the rune and it becomes less effective?
Pretty much. It smashed the right runes.
But Kristoff gives everyone instructions while they take pot shots at it. He's just like, oh shit, all out defense.
Well, that's the thing. You actually need to hit it with damage that can penetrate magically reinforced stone.
Yeah, that's gonna be hard.
Taryn holds up his knife and hands it to Anya.
Yeah, I ain't too skilled in using these. I'm more an axe and mace kind of gal.
Which ruin do I have to take out?
Well, that's the answer. The answer is several.
I'm asking Kristoff.
I'll point out the ones that need to be taken out.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Victor, think you can rustle up a hell of a stone missile to smash through one or two of
Cracks knuckles.
them?
Yeah, so all of those doing this, the big problem with this is aiming. You're taking a -5 to try and target something that's small. That's just what the penalty is for trying to do it.
Yep.
I have to wait till we get through because I have a melee attack on it.
Victor also does if he wants to have a stone boulder large enough to actually do damage.
Yeah.
Yep. That's the problem with conjuring a physical object.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Nick, do I get the sense that the spell magic would do anything to these?
Oh, it absolutely could. You're just like whoever did this. Christoph very much gets feeling whoever did this is better than me. If I try it hard enough, like often enough, I'll eventually manage to overwhelm it because there's no one maintaining it anymore.
so what do we think of the idea that I basically try to distract this thing, the rest of you nip past, grab the thing, and then we book it?
Considering we're gonna have to explore the rest of the area as well.
Yeah, true.
Someone trying to distract it while someone tries to stab the runes is not the worst strategy.
Honestly, if we can break these bars down, lure it out here, and then get past it, and leave him for our guests, pointing at wall where, there's still people working to get through.
I mean, that works in the short term, but
I mean, this big area, considering how slow it was, we can easily sneak past it. It's not like... because he takes up most of the hallway. Out here, we can get around him one way or another.
Yeah, that's fair.
well, it's something, I guess.
Can at least see if it's willing to follow us back into the area. If it ain't, we can figure it out.
You can definitely try that if you want to.
Anya is pausing before smashing the last few bars needed while people decide which plan we're going for. I mean, I'm all for sneak past without, Actually, important question. Hey, if you go unconscious, does the fireproofing go away?
It has a duration of a day, so it's gonna be there for a bit.
Okay.
I'm good to try sneaking past if you all are.
The other thing is, I'm thinking...
I am moving very slow because I'm at low FP.
Here, drink one of these. We'll hand you a potion.
I really don't want to waste a potion on this.
Also, those hit HP, not FP.
I thought it healed
The healing potions, if you drink them at full HP, give you FP instead.
Fair enough. So, the only problem with resting is you know that there are people breaking through the other barrier as you do this.
Yeah, which is why I'm saying we can, let the... can we try to lure this thing out, Nick? Like, to the left?
You have not yet had Anya break the final bar separating you from it.
Yeah, mostly Anya wants to know if we're attempting to do the lure before she breaks the final bar.
Let's try it, and then if it fails, we have to be close enough to it to try to get through the glyphs anyway.
Sounds good.
I'll try to lure it over here, and then when we're in the hallway, someone should grab this orb, pointing at the statue thing.
Oh, can it detach, or do you think it's really set in there?
You can probably...
It's surrounded by stone. Someone's going to have to carefully cut the stone to get that out. It's like, you know the like dragon's claw around an orb thing where you can't pull it out?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It looks more like a bird talon, but yeah.
Right, so let's start with playing lure, and let's smash the final bars.
Alright, so... Smash Final Bars, Anya's gonna have to deal with an attack, and this is not parryable.
I have a shield, this is fine.
Yep, the shield is good because you got hit.
No, I didn't.
Well, Your shield got hit, and I was like, oh, I felt that even through the shield. You don't take damage, but this thing hits like a truck.
Yeah, I expected that.
Backing out.
Backing out.
I'm gonna.
It's not following you past where the gate was.
Well, that answers that. Is it returning back to its spot or staying at the gate?
Yep, like when you all back out, it returns back to its spot, and if someone gets near where the first gate was, it starts moving again.
Right, so I charge up right next to it, you all scoot around behind me, and then we try and outpace it?
Sounds good to me.
I can't run currently. I'm a little too
Drink
drained
your
for that.
fucking potion.
Yeah, drink this, otherwise you'll have to drink 2 later when it hits you.
Okay, the annoying thing of this is only a d6, so we will see whether this actually gets... Yeah,
Blah,
that was
blah.
helpful.
Sean, you also get 2 back from when Victor was casting spells and Anya was doing the first breaks for FP.
That brings me to half, which affects my move how much again?
You're fine. Like you're
Okay, it's just if I go below, I start taking movement penalties.
It's below 3. Or 3 or below, sorry.
Right, so I'm gonna go, probably get clobbered by this thing. Thief Terran, at least go poke your head around the corner, see what's coming up.
Right. By the way, Aiden, you have 1 less potion. Because I totally...
Yeah, I figured I was being handed my own potion to drink.
Nick, I'm going to slink around as Anya, like...
So, Terran slinks around and sees, standing in the middle of the next ring, just like... It's a skeleton in very ornate armor with glowing eyes and a decent-sized sword just sort of standing there.
Well, shit.
An important thing is there's no door in the passage behind this.
What do I see in the passage behind it?
Darkness, you have a torch. You can't see much down because it leads down.
Can I light a second torch and toss it next to this thing?
Well, your turn, sure. Right now, Anya's fighting the giant stone thing. I'm assuming Anya basically ran up in all-out defended lore, is that correct?
Yes, very yes.
Okay, it hits. Anya gets defense at +2.
Cool. No, denied.
Are we
Alright.
running around past it now?
Well, Thief Terran did. Does anyone else do anything? Because Kristoff, Aiden, and Victor did act before Thief Terran does.
Anya's so focused on the thing that unless Thief Terran has shouted, she has no idea what's back there.
You definitely heard the oh shit.
Well, we were told to move. I'm going to move.
Okay.
Yeah.
Aiden also sees this.
Yeah, I think we'll start moving.
Yep, we're gonna move.
I don't suppose you want to solve this with a riddle?
I think the quote here is, what is it? Guns up, let's do this.
The
We're
fuck the
gonna
gun?
die.
Yeah, Terran.
Well, I can't back up, so I guess I have to go forward. I will try to it's facing forward?
It is facing you. It has not moved yet, but it's facing you, and it feels real disturbing. Actually, sure, please make me a job roll.
Oh, is this going to be a more intelligent undead?
Fast boy warm.
So, in terms of this entire tomb is exceptionally wealthy, that is not a skeleton, that is a wraith. That is someone who willingly died to defend a tomb.
So I'm thinking we bug out, say fuck this. We can try again later.
An important note that you all see now that it's in the light, it's actually pretty damaged. And now that you're close to the stone thing, it has had some damage on it too.
Huh.
Other people have tried to fight these things.
Yeah, and had reasonable success.
Mm-hmm. And
I mean, the fact that they're still here makes me assume that they failed.
So the thing that Victor knows about this is that unless an actual trained necromancer comes in, they don't heal.
That's about what I figured.
Which is why the
Can you
fact that,
repeat what
like,
you said, Dave?
Sounds about right.
like when you look at the wraith ahead of you, its armor is dented. There's like cracks in its skull, but it's still there. Thief Terran, what do you do?
It hasn't moved forward yet?
It has not done anything yet, but like it feels real risky. Like he goes up to his like this is the feeling of danger.
Yeah. I need to check to see if I have any disadvantages.
You probably do.
Also, while we're waiting, I have a really dumb question, Nick.
Sure, what's the really dumb question?
Can I have been maintaining Flamejet this entire time because of Pyromania?
Yes.
That really does make sense.
Because of Pyromania, yes.
It makes far too much sense.
Aiden, while sitting there, was just sitting there staring at burning fingers as everyone else worked.
Nick, please see private.
Gonna double check private.
Seems fitting for Fireball.
Also, Nick, one other question: did the first +1 give you a reduction to the cost of something, or no?
Yes.
Do I have to go double check Google Drive because
Okay.
I just had
Oh,
it
no, I
open
just bought that at zero.
because I added the minimum 0 thing to it in a suggestion.
Wait, Sean, you said you wanted it +4, right?
Yeah.
That means you're maintaining 2D indefinitely, but 3D costs you an FP per round.
Really? I thought that was at 3D indefinitely. Okay. Oops. My bad.
That's
Sorry,
fine.
I thought I had it at 3D.
We have both made mistakes. Whatever.
I'm gonna whisper behind me. If he goes for me, just run in the opposite direction, and I'm going to bolt this away, trying to get around him.
Sure. I'm basically assuming this is again an all-out defense roll.
All out defense, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, that sword is coming at Terran during this.
Yeah, of course it is.
Can all-out defense be done on full move, or is it a step thing?
You get your full move. You get a move during all-out defense, but it's a half move.
Okay.
Which is fine because I've got a ridiculous speed.
Terran, with all-out defense, you are rolling at 0. And do in fact get hit.
At what?
You're rolling at 0. You get no bonus.
Okay.
Oh boy.
It is in fact good with the sword.
I dodge through.
Okay, Terran manages to dodge the sword, like slashing up very suddenly.
I'm thinking I just limboed under the sword by dropping to my knees.
Sure, let's go with that.
And then slide into a disco pose.
Anya.
Wrong Terran.
Fair. We need Dancer Terran.
Staying where I am, all-out defense.
Okay. Anya continues to be tank. Kristoff.
Oh boy, this is not a place where Kristoff's talents shine.
He could try to spell magic and hope for a crit.
Slow him down!
With
Actually,
us and what?
slow would be pretty useful.
Anything a Victor would know from his job skill is there's an item that thing is wearing that is causing it to stay here and intelligent.
Oh, so steal the item, if you can figure out what it is.
Wait, did we determine that it was intelligent?
Oh, yeah, no, this thing is intelligent. This one, not so much.
So this one is intelligent but has something that's keeping it around.
Yes.
Can I make an observation roll to determine what the item is?
Yes. Add your magery to this.
Okay. Pass by 7.
So, because Kristoff has magery, he has a big sense of like what is magic that thing is wearing. Your real options on it are it has a ring. It's wearing like not a crown, but like a circlet type thing.
Is that the circlet that matches a certain description, out of curiosity?
It actually does, yes.
Damn it.
A sword, its breastplate, and something under its breast.
And something under its breastplate?
Yes.
Where is the circlet on it?
On its head.
Just wanted to double check that.
I will shout out that list of things that could be anchoring it.
I don't suppose Kristoff could blind Thief Kieran for like 5 seconds.
I mean, I don't think I could, and I don't think I would want to.
Opposed will saves, but this is an ability not used in front of Thief Kieran that I don't feel like using in front of Thief Kieran.
I mean, I could cast darkness, but I'm pretty sure that would just get a lot of people killed.
That would get all of you killed.
Yep, so never mind.
So, Kristoff.
Try to steal the circlet, then try to steal whatever's under the breastplate.
I guess so. I'm just... Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna move into position for attempting to steal then.
Okay. Aiden?
So... I'm going to say hi in a dead language and ask if it would be interested in discussing its current business opportunities.
Amazing.
In said dead language, well, actually, you do hear a very disturbing rattle that Aiden understands as, I will not allow Her Highness's rest to be disturbed.
Would it be really bad a social faux pas to ask which highness this is?
Not really, no.
I'm going to ask then.
Okay, you will get an answer on a later turn. Because talking is not, in fact, a free action.
Sorry.
And these are 1-second rounds.
Also, the really funny thing is my, Google Home said, sorry, I don't understand during this.
I heard
I
that.
thought I heard something.
Victor!
You wanna start spooling up things to try and smash the room?
Yeah. I'm still gonna step back,
Yeah, fair.
but
Don't drain yourself too dry. We're probably gonna need your healing.
that so any possibility of avoiding that went out the window when I started transmuting. That's just expensive.
Yeah, fair.
You have a lot of healing potions now.
We're going to need them. And yeah, I'm gonna fire off a stone missile, try and smash a rune.
Remember, your spellcasting check is 5. Accuracy check is at -5. Well, -4 because you're all outing for this pirate in one turn.
Because it's a tending target. Okay.
Yup. Well, Lord, why would that ever happen? Ever.
Roll passes.
Casting roll good.
It's a net -4, right?
It's a net -4.
Miss.
Yeah, the bull sort of clips off one of its shoulders. It's not dodging, it's you're trying to target a really tiny thing and hitting the wrong part of its body.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's a glancing blow, so it doesn't actually do real damage in the process.
So to start of the next initiative order,
Yeah, I had a feeling that was way up high.
it is standing right in the way of the doorway.
Also, I hate to say this, but the stone thing got a turn.
Oh, it definitely gets a turn. I know what its initiative is.
Okay, did it not smack me last time?
Oh, sorry. I thought I already rolled that one. I mean, yes, it smacks. It's not a crit, so Anya's probably fine on defense.
I am fine.
You would actually know where Stone Thing acts. Stone Thing's real fucking slow.
That's what I'm guessing, but you said we were at the top of the order, so I'm just like, I probably have a head dodge.
That, good point. Thank you, Laura.
Yep.
It is Thief Terran's turn.
It's gonna step forward and swipe the circlet off the dude's head.
Nice.
Roll it.
Okay, I have a question. Which of the thieving skills does this count as?
Filch.
It's Filch? Okay. Pass by 12.
Oh, shit!
He defends with parry. Terran is going to get damage on his arm.
He can do that? Rude.
If I had known that, Nick, I would have deceptived it.
Okay, fine. You may deceptive it. Roll.
Okay. I'll give him, fine, a -3.
Okay.
Still pass.
A -3 is enough. Terran has the circlet. It's still moving.
But this is the thing I need?
That is one of the things you need. There are 2 things you need.
I thought it was 3 things I needed.
There are 3 things that Abby wants. That is one of the 3.
Open up jacket pocket, into pocket. Go. Terra just
third verse thing of the first.
Yeah.
Okay, first off.
Gritting teeth because this is ouch. Anya will be sore even if she's not taking damage.
Yeah, not damaged, but he's going to be fatigued and bruised after all of this.
Oh yeah.
I guess if I move, it won't be a roll to try to steal one of the items off of this guy.
Which thing are you trying to take?
I think the crown's probably the easiest one to reach.
Terran just grabbed that.
Oh, sorry, there's the crown.
The hardest one to reach is probably the one we need, which is going to suck.
If you can get the breastplate, I'll get the heart.
Yes, steal someone's armor that they're currently wearing.
Thievery check. That is a sunder check.
Yeah, I don't have the strength to rip a best breastplate off a guy.
Sure, it's thievery.
Okay, so on my turn, I roll seduction to try and get the breastplate.
If
I
only...
mean, you might also be able to go with like a series of checks to screw up the fastenings and then
Actually, I'm gonna check one thing. Once he spasms, you can get him to drop his sword.
I think he
That
needs
is
muscles.
actually a very valid choice.
Yup.
And then we can get to the ring if that's on his hand.
It is on his sword hand.
5e heat metal.
Heat metal, aka either drop it or congratulations, you're wearing your own oven.
Less useful against literally a skeleton, but still potentially useful.
Exactly.
I'll debate grabbing it.
Yes, that definitely can. Alright. Fail the spellcast roll.
Failed the spellcast roll.
Yes, try again next turn.
Indeed.
I want more information for my continuing ongoing negotiations.
His answer is Her Highness Princess Saba Annalise.
Please put that.
I
She may
don't
be an
suppose that.
I am still her knight even to this day.
I don't suppose I would have any information on who the hell that is.
Do you have the history skill?
Nope.
Nick, please post that in the world building.
You are allowed to roll politics at -5. Or actually, no, Savoy Fair High Society would or heraldry would also work because the noble families care about that shit.
At -5?
Yes. It's one of those ones where, like, your ding for ancient history here is the problem.
Nope.
Have I come across the family or anything in any other?
Actually, yes. Victor can roll job skill at only -2.
It's passed by 3.
So here's the problem. There's a bunch of different, like, royals are complicated, and sometimes they branch off, and different houses become like ducal houses and such.
And then sometimes they merge back together again because royals and incest.
Indeed. That was one of the last ones from a major branch. Where, like, it's Victor's like, oh shit, I heard about this one. There were a bunch of children, and a lot of them got delegitimized for the throne then. It's the type of thing that as soon as he gets a history book, he'll remember what he's looking for.
Yep.
Okay, quickly, Victor, feed me the Cliff Notes version of this person.
Done.
Okay. By the way, Victor,
I have an idea on what I'm going to argue next turn.
Victor, it's your turn, by the way.
Alright.
You have enough skill with most of your magic. You can say other things when you're doing the casting motions with your hands.
Good. Because I'm going to give Aiden that information, since it's my turn. And talking is only mostly a free action.
You're arguing as best you can. Alright, Anya, let's see what happens this turn.
Because I'm going to also charge with a stone missile.
Okay.
So that I can try again at the runes next turn.
Sounds good.
Does it hit?
No, I'm not all out in.
No, I'm asking about the golem thingy.
Oh, yeah, the golem hits, but it's not a crit, so Anya still gets her defense.
Yep. Hi. No. Denied.
An important thing is, tell me if you ever only pass by 0, 1, or 2, because then your shield will take damage from the strike.
Good to know. Thank you.
And that is relevant for this fight in a way that it was not relevant for pretty much any other fights.
Oh yeah, no, this thing's smack hard, yo. Bless all-out defense for giving me a slightly higher threshold for that.
It's true. All-out defense is actually really good.
Yup.
If you can move slow and have a shield, move under all-out defense. Alright. Let's see. Who did this guy dislike more? Terran just stole his circlet. Thief Terran. Roll a defense -2.
A defense at -2?
Yep.
Indeed. Do I have acrobatics? I can't acrobatic dodge. Can I dodge and retreat a square?
Yes.
That gives me a +2? Correct?
+3.
+3, okay.
So
Pass.
that +1?
Pass. I pass.
Okay. Yeah, he's still taking vigil in front of the passageway. Terran.
Okay. What were the other things besides the crown and the ring and the thing in his chest? There was one of
There's a breastplate, there is something under the breastplate, there is his sword and his ring.
Well, I can't steal the sword from him, and I'm assuming I can't steal the ring because it's wrapped around his sword, correct?
So here's the thing. You can attempt to disarm, basically, for stealing the sword.
What is that a roll against?
You were basically rolling Filch versus his sword skill.
Sure. You know what? Fuck it. Give him a -4. I'm rolling against a 10.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'll run forward and just try to pop that.
Okay.
Come on, dice. It says they're rolling. Bam! Pass.
All right.
My sword now.
If he doesn't dare.
How much did you pass by, Izzy? It's very rough.
2, but I gave him a -4.
Let me double check.
So, I guess I passed by 6 total, if that counts.
No, yeah, we want the pass by 6 total here.
Well, okay, so was there a point in giving him a penalty to his roll?
No, there was not.
Oh, okay, then I passed by 10.
Wait, what? Oh, dang.
I have an 18 for Filch. I rolled an 8.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay.
I declared I was going to give him a -4 because I thought that would affect his parry. If that's not the case, then I'm just taking the straight 10.
Oh, no, sorry. No, never mind. I'm double checking this. No, you are correct, Izzy. You do, in fact, want to give him that -4.
Okay, I will give him the -4, and I passed by 2 then.
Yeah.
All right.
Because if he parries, you get...
Has his hands on the ring. He doesn't have the sword yet, but he's grabbing the pommel at one of the quillions and trying to wrench it from this guy's hands.
Okay, this is either going to go very well or very poorly for me when it comes back to his turn.
Indeed, someone else may want to deal with something about that. Anya.
Just looking over at Kristoff and saying, like, please!
Yeah, Anya's just going to be, like, staying focused on this thing, being just like, I can't focus on the children right now, so you better not be punching each other.
Legit, Kristoff.
Well, let's try the spasm again.
I'm waiting for Kristoff to try to steal the thing in my pocket.
This is a little too intense to worry about that.
I know.
Okay.
Look, Kristoff is a
Doesn't work.
professional.
Doesn't work this time, so now he has to make an HT roll to resist.
He gets a bonus, but he still fails because I rolled a 16. Taryn has the sword.
Does he
Yes,
stop? Does he
yes.
stop? Does he stop moving?
No.
Is
Then
the
we're gonna
sword-
shift back.
We know the sword is magic, right?
The sword is very magic.
Okay, I will keep it. I'm probably not. I will keep it for the purposes of giving to someone who can use a magic sword who is not me.
Aiden.
Okay, so I am going to try to argue with him that really the best way of honoring His Highness's memory would be allowing these things to be used and to leave here and come with us. That way he can tell stories about the Highness His Highness that have been forgotten. I'm trying to somehow appeal to archaeology, history, respect somehow.
Roll diplomacy at -5.
What about fast talk?
No.
Okay.
I mean, in fairness, we are stealing his shit. Like,
Is that part of the penalty?
it's gotta be.
I failed by 1.
He takes one look at the fact that Aiden actually has a crested tabard and just says, "You're a disgrace to any who have sworn an oath."
I mean, accurate, but...
Accurate.
And Aiden's
You
sitting there
know?
like, I'm offended.
Is he though?
There's not a lot of things you can say to offend Aiden.
But is there a but?
But
It's Aiden,
yeah,
of course there's buts.
no, if you remember, Aiden actually takes Aiden always actually falls through on his oaths. He
Okay,
will
so
do
he's
them
al-
very begrudgingly, but
So he is actually standing there like, I'm offended.
yep.
It sounds like on Aiden's next turn, he gets to be incredibly offended.
Yeah, that will be it.
All right, Victor.
Okay. I'm gonna release
At the golem or at the skeleton?
it at the runes.
Fair.
Cast ball.
Yep.
Nope.
It's time for Golem.
You know,
Golem
it's real sad when even the Earth Mage can't manage to hit two rocks together.
Very distinctive rock that needs to be hit.
Apparently fucking not!
Very small rock.
Get your eyes checked!
Indeed. Anya, Golem does hit. It didn't crit, so...
Oh, I failed. This is gonna hurt.
Oof. This is gonna hurt. Give me a sec.
Boy.
14 crushing damage
Ooh, to torso?
to torso.
Oh, thank fuck, that's only 5.
An important thing, every 5 points of crushing damage ignores 1 point of DR for that.
Okay, so it's 6.
Yeah.
Ow, but less than half my health.
Yup. Still
Right.
hurts like a bitch.
Yeah, you kind of hear like a bit of a crunch and Anya coughing behind you all. And Victor probably is just like wincing at the hit.
That is absolutely worth a sympathetic wince.
Yeah, Victor's just like, oh, I'd be paced if that hit me.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Bless my armor.
The Wraith looks at his sword, looks at Terran, holds up a hand, and there's a bit of like necrotic fire in its hand after its turn.
Oh,
It's Terran's turn.
Oh, God. Is it the hand with the ring on it?
Yes, because the other hand actually has not done much. It's sort of just that arm's just sort of lying there. It hasn't really done anything.
Is that arm damaged?
Oh, very. The armor is very dented, especially in like where the elbow is.
We may have been fighting him with his offhand.
Maybe.
Stop hitting yourself.
Terran.
I'm debating whether it makes more sense for me to try to go for the ring. Well, actually, thaumaturgy. Is there a safe way to get the ring off his finger with the fire on his hand?
No.
Okay, I don't even need to
You
roll.
don't have to roll. The answer is well. Okay, sorry. The safe way is to chop his hand off.
Yeah, which I'm not going to be able to do because I have no sword skill.
Well, here's the funny thing about the sword that Terran currently is wielding. Guess what it defaults to?
Knife?
Does it count as a knife? Are you serious?
Yes, actually.
Oh no, we have a second magic knife for our Terran.
So wait, it counts as a knife.
It is. So here's the problem. That sword is actually reasonably damaged. It counts as a short sword right now.
Oh boy, short sword defaults at -4 from knife, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll swing it at him.
Why are you using that instead of your actual magic knife?
Because it gives me
Oh
range.
shit. Also, 1 minute. 1 minute.
Yes.
I'm sending a private message to someone.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. That already happened.
Yes. Rather.
Technically, I will have needed to roll to have done that.
Roll it.
Like, we'll roll to see if I
Actually,
did
no,
that,
I
and
think
then we will see, and then we will roll for the
Actually,
consequences of it.
no,
Yeah, I successfully did that.
Aaron backed up, holding it, and then swung it back at the enemy.
What happens?
Okay.
People talk
That is...
Yeah, can you say that again, Nick? What happened?
Taylor
Nothing.
wrenched an important thing from someone's grip and then backed up towards Aiden with it.
Oh, the sword was the important bit.
An important bit.
Aha!
If people are looking at Aiden's HP and FP, they may have noticed a change.
Is it cold iron?
It's gonna be cold iron out of character.
Yeah.
I don't know this as Thief Terran, so.
Also, this did not cause me to start bleeding, so it's not necessarily noticeable to anyone else.
But yeah, Thief Terror, please roll your attack. You are aware of what called shot on hand is, right?
It's -5, right?
-4.
So isn't that at a -8?
I'm.
You can roll out.
I mean, that puts me in a 10. I'm debating handing Aiden the sword and drawing my knife as my turn.
You could offer the sword to Aiden and join your knife as your turn.
Yeah.
I am not taking that sword from you.
Well, I'm going to drop it behind us, over here, until this is dealt with.
I'm going to get Nikon for a sword now.
Like, I'm assuming if he tries to
Also,
get past...
is this guy on a space in between two spaces, or is he actually in a space?
He's in a space.
He's in a space. He's basically blocking the door.
Okay. It's just it looks like he's on the line in between two hexes rather than in a hex.
That's because I'm using vertical hexes, not horizontal hexes. But Anya, fourth verse, same as the first.
Anya is kind of out and is debating backing up to see how far Stone Golem will follow.
I mean, you can take a step and still pull out defend every turn easily. You can even take 2 steps.
Yeah, I'm gonna take 2 steps and kind of yell at Victor to back up a bit and keep up all-out defense.
Okay. Kristoff.
Oh boy, oh boy. How the fuck are we supposed to get that breastplate off?
Probably undo one latch at a time, or just, like, honestly, I'm just saying, plant hop on his shoulders and stick a hand down his throat does exist.
I mean, yeah, like, if he can...
He's a skeleton.
Yep.
Like, if he can only face one of us, and now he doesn't have a weapon, so he can't really keep us at range. Unless he can throw...
Also, as a heads up, something that I wasn't planning on doing because Aiden is mad may now be happening, and that might make it really easy to get items off him.
Is Aiden going to turn into a tree?
Aiden might be turning into a flaming tree.
It is the best option, after all.
So, Kristoff?
You know what? I think the best thing I can do is try to cast Hinder on him.
That's a pretty good choice, actually.
What things does that actually penalize him on?
Okay, Hinder does succeed. So... Alright, so he is... And you can... A max energy you can put in is up to your majory, right?
No, it's up to Majory or the spell, which in this case is full.
Okay. Yes, I wanted to put the 4 into it, so he has to make a...
He failed the check, so he is massive lower dodge.
Yeah, so he's -4 dodge, -4 move.
Dang!
Kristoff has some nasty debuffs.
Yes.
Sounds like it.
Kristoff was also almost out of mana.
Yeah. Worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Aiden.
Stepping next to him, turning into a burning tree and shouting at him that he doesn't get to talk to me about oaths and vows. We're opposed will saving.
You are finally using this on someone who has a reasonable will save. Let's see what happens.
He gets magic resistance, but he is also rolling at -3. I'm assuming he doesn't have great magic resistance since he's been failing all of his saves.
Not anymore, no.
I passed by 7.
Ooh. Let me go see what this does. Let me go see what this...
Question, do we have to make this save too since we're right next to Aiden, or is it targeted?
It's single target.
Okay. Yeah,
if you were facing a real Fae, you would have to be making a will save as well.
Yeah, Taryn looks at you and is like, what the... Backs up slightly.
Taryn decides to dodge and retreat even though he doesn't need to. Which is actually what you can choose to do. You can choose to sacrifice your dodge and retreat for movement.
I will choose to sacrifice my dodge and retreat to get the hell away from whatever is going on here, because I don't understand it.
Yeah, no, he's not moving right now. He's very, sort of staring at the fire with his own fiery eyeballs.
Okay.
Back the fuck up, boy.
Backing up. I'll start charging a stone missile.
Okay. I mean,
In case, something moves.
step, swing, it has reach.
Not surprised.
Not a crit on you, but, like, still a hit.
Pass.
Still blocking.
Still blocking.
Yeah.
I have put a couple extra points into shields just to raise the threshold of not damaging the shield.
Important. Yeah, the Wraith is stunned right now for the tearing Kristoff Aiden turns.
I will look at Aiden, look back at the Wraith, and quickly, reach for his breastplate and try to, pull it off or undo the latches.
I mean, honestly, just crawl up and stick your hand in. The breastplate itself, it seems less likely to be what's holding it.
Yeah, that's right. It's a skeleton, right, Nick?
It's a skeleton, yeah.
Is this going to be filch, pickpocket, or sleight of hand to get in there?
None of them. You're fine. You got it.
Okay.
It's like you're taking something off a statue right now.
Okay.
Not quite. It's still moving around, but not enough to matter. Taryn grabs hold of a thing that is dangling around its collarbones, yanks off, and
necklace?
In a moment, it freezes, then collapses into a pile of bones.
I don't suppose this also makes the stone golem back there stop moving.
Oh, hell no.
What was the thing I pulled off?
You have an amulet now, and yeah.
Is it the necklace thing we came in for?
Hell no. No, not at all.
Brett, you lot, move into the next room.
I'm going to pocket this thing. Hold on a second. I'm going to peer into the next room before we go.
So, the next room is odd.
Oh no.
I'm going to grab that sword.
Also, Aiden is going to be...
Sean, can you let me talk?
So,
Sorry.
Taryn can move forward, goes and sees a sarcophagus center, and one in the corner, and one in the other corner, and one in... Oh my god, there's 20 of them in here, and
what?
It looks like there's 20 sarcophagi in here, and when he walks towards one, he hits a wall. Like, he presses his hand up to it and see his own reflection, but also a reflection that's not supposed to be there.
Oh boy.
What the fuck?
Two things. I'm going to try to cast No Illusion, which is not No N-O, but No K-N-O-W. And yeah. And I'm also going to hold hand out for the amulet because I want that now. Successful on no illusion.
You're definitely in an illusionary maze. You can tell you're in an illusionary maze.
Okay, give me a second because I'm looking up another spell.
That doesn't help you solve the maze. Anya.
Second verse, same as the first. Hey,
Fair
Victor,
enough.
any healing? Just shore things up in case it can move further in this direction than we hope.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Okay.
I'll keep that in mind, but I've got another spell charge to fire off.
Fair.
Yep. Honestly, I think we're mostly out of combat time right now, outside of Anya continuing to try and deal with the golem.
Oh, does it keep advancing on them?
It's going to get another strike in. It's not going to get it this turn because it's going to move pretty slowly. You definitely notice now this thing has been damaged over the years. And especially as you notice its legs have been hurt, it does not strike during the next round.
Okay.
It has a movement of 2, which means its all-out attack cannot reach you, and similar things.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so illusionary maze time.
Why don't you let me step forward and see if I can cast something?
Have fun.
Mm-hmm.
Control illusion.
Hey!
Sure. Tell me how much you succeed by.
Yeah, that's gonna be the thing. Pass by 3.
Nope.
Oh no, wait, not 3. That is pass by 5.
Nope.
Darn. I still lose the 1 FP, losing my last FP. Aiden is going to probably... How stubborn is Aiden going to be about this?
How pissed is Aiden still, I think, is the real question.
Pretty pissed. Also question of, have you handed over the amulet?
I'll toss it to you. It's not valuable,
Because...
right, Nick?
What?
It's not a valuable trinket, is it?
It is not one of the things that Abby wants. It's shiny, though. This is definitely a valuable item. If only for artistry and the fact that it's made of gold.
Well, I surprisingly passed my kleptomania, so I just toss it over. I don't care. If I want it, I'll steal it from you later.
Yep. Okay. I am drinking another potion to get magic back again, and I'm trying again because I'm annoyed.
While Aiden is doing that, does anyone else do anything in the room of here? Is it what are Mia and Victor doing?
Take its legs out.
Nope.
Continuing to back away, basically waiting for the golem to reset, go back.
If it will.
Yeah, if it doesn't, then so be it.
So, not in the other room, it goes back, and this is the problem of dealing with someone who's intelligent. It's very covering the runes that you care about in it with its arms.
That's fine. It's not actively harrying us. I am immediately drinking a healing potion.
No, here, Anya, take one of mine.
Cool. Anya tucks the one that Terran hands her back where it was 2 seconds ago.
Yep. Does anyone else try and go into the room before Aiden casts his spell?
I will wait for him to cast his spell, and afterwards I will go.
I'm curious what the Terran saw in the mirror, but that's going to depend on if he tells us.
I'm going to wait till Aiden finishes doing his thing.
So I failed the second time, and I'm going to keep trying.
Okay.
I'm going to spend some extra time casting to get bonuses to my roll.
Sure.
Yeah, Anya's just watching the hall behind you guys.
No, if Aiden is at negative FP, he has to roll HT every time he tries to extend that.
That is why I drank the potion.
Fair enough. So double time is +1, quadruple time is +2. You understand how x to the power of 2 works?
Yeah, there was something in those mirrors that shouldn't be there. It's like something was watching me when I stepped close. So, there's a lot of magic
Should we?
in this
So,
crypt.
have I ever seen or heard anything like this, Nick? Pass by 2 on job scale, if it helps.
This one, not only in the sense of reading theoretical books of things that people use to defend really, really dangerous crypts.
Right.
It's one of those things where you're like, no one is. Well, actually, no. Now you know that apparently someone whose title was Princess lays in rest here, so you're like, okay, no, they actually had the money to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, Anya, as you're debating this, Anya's just kind of watching the back, going like, yeah,
Really?
I'm somehow expecting Raiden and this one to come back to bite us in the ass later.
Okay. Fail again, and then finally, with the probably spending about 5 minutes rhyming, am going to pass by 9.
Woo!
Okay.
There's so much of Aiden mumbling it here, and he drinks a potion, drops himself back to 0 FP again. And
Aiden
that's as far as I feel like coming up with rhyming couplets.
Aiden eventually gains control of this illusion. So the big thing about this that he realizes is this is an illusion that makes the person wander into spikes that are placed around the room and harm themselves while they're wandering about this maze.
Lovely.
Okay, so I think I'll take point on this one, being the resident regenerator.
Well, I'm going to be turning off the illusion, basically.
Oh.
The illusion is now going to be arrows leading the correct path.
Indeed it does. And then you come to a very, very ornate, kind of sarcophagus given the time span.
Also, Aiden is going to need a shoulder getting through this.
That's on Christopher Victor.
Mm-hmm.
Anya will happily support once we're out of here, but for the time being, she's the muscle, so...
Christopher Victor, is anyone helping Aiden?
I mean, Dave stepped away for a minute, but...
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a lot of FP right now.
This is literally just sitting there and throwing an arm over his shoulder to keep him upright.
Yeah, I suppose I could do that.
Aiden dropped himself to a 0 FP twice in a row, so he's a little out of it.
Legit.
And, it sounds like Thief Terran gets there and, has some struggles opening this thing because he's not that strong, but... Yeah. There is certainly a skeleton with a full amount of incredibly valuable burial jewelry there.
Don't take a single thing but exactly what you came for. 3, 2, 1, failed kleptomania.
Yeah.
Well, Christoph is also here.
Surprisingly success.
Surprisingly success, but choose to fail. That was my stealing thing without you notice check.
Checks out. Checks out.
Yep.
Frisk can tell every single piece of jewelry is pretty heavily enchanted.
Yeah, Thief Terran's gonna look at Kristoff and wink. Just what we came for, Anya.
Yep, there's a necklace, there's a pair of earrings, there's a mirror that,
The mirror was specifically mentioned.
Mirror, earrings, and necklace were all mentioned, I believe.
I believe it was mirror, earring, circlet were the three.
Oh, right, yeah, mirror, earring, circlet was the main one. There is a very impressive necklace, but...
Was the sarcophagus itself trapped at all?
No. No.
Can we see this room, or are we not allowed?
You see, and Victor would be able to say this, it would be exceptionally rude to the departed to trap their actual sarcophagus. You trap everything around it.
Fair.
Nick, can we see the room, or does it not exist?
Not much.
You can see the room. The room actually exists. It's full of... Oh, sorry, Dave, Pete?
I was filling Dave in.
I meant on the map.
Oh, no, the room exists. You can see, I believe. Karen's moving around it.
You have not revealed it.
It's fog of war still.
Wait, this is?
No, that's the maze room.
Yeah, what's
Oh, sorry, 1 minute.
Yeah.
I see what you mean now.
Karen is half gone. You can't see his legs.
There's not actually lightning around here, except every single one of the mages gets goosebumps about this room because of how much magic is in it.
Cool, we still can't see it.
You should be able to. It's like, wait.
Nope.
Do you mean this room or a room over here? Because we can't see a room.
There.
Oh, there.
I'm sorry, that was my bad.
Full of the magic.
No, it is full of magic. It's one of the ones that, like, all the mages basically get goosebumps for, like, what the fuck, this thing is ancient, why did someone spend this much energy on it?
Yeah, Anya's basically just staying, like, at the door to the maze room so she can keep an eye on the stone thing.
It doesn't move anymore.
Rolling job skill.
That's nice, but also this is woo-woo magic land, and that is not her place.
Fair enough. Dave, I would have given you a bonus. The big thing that Victor knows is like, oh god. Someone spent something like 20 years making sure no one could tunnel into this room.
Glad we didn't try.
So is this the kind of thing where someone is being kept locked in?
No, this is very much an outward protection of someone spent a huge amount of money and effort making sure no one could get in here. This is very much like defensive magic facing outward, not keeping something in. And that's the thing Victor realizes, is like, these stones are magically hardened to be as strong as metal and resistant to being dispelled. There once was a door, it has long since rotted, but it like, the remnants of the wood are obviously magical.
Damn.
Like I said, the title for the person who is here is very meaningful in regards to how much effort someone put into making sure her remains were not disturbed.
Yeah. Let's leave the lid on the sarcophagus.
Too late, already popped open so that people could get to the stuff.
Yep. 100%.
But do put it back when we leave.
Yeah.
There's other grave goods around the room, things that at one point were armoires or jewelry boxes that have long since rotted away because even magic cannot stop entropy forever.
Yep.
And from Aiden and Dave's skill, you know that this particular one's at least a millennia old, if not more.
Oh, dang.
Okay.
Is it surprising that this level of enchantment was able to hold up in the wasteland, or is it the kind of thing where once set, it's just there?
You're close enough to reasonable amounts of mana that it's still persisting, but given the rate the wasteland was expanding, Victor would probably be like, yeah, in about 3,000 years, this would not be as dangerous.
I don't suppose its ability to keep people from tunneling in is going to do a lot of stuff to keep people from tunneling out.
Oh, absolutely. Like, Victor could tunnel out of these stone bricks. It would take him a huge amount of effort and time to do so. The door was way less potent, and that's why it has decayed at this point.
Yeah, this is the kind of thing where we go out the way we came in.
Oh yeah.
And, shore up the digging place on the way.
Indeed.
So, do we have all three of the things that we were sent for?
You do indeed. There is also everything that was on the Wraith. You are going to have to get past that goal again, but
Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna take
No problem.
take the other new potion.
Well, we didn't need to we didn't need to remove it to deactivate the Wraith. We probably should still take the breastplate.
I mean, here's a question: if we give the Wraith its sword and amulet back, will it reanimate?
no. And this is something that Victor can tell you from his job skill.
That's honestly sort of unfortunate. It would have been nice to leave it there as a fun thing for the looters to deal with.
It was maintained by whatever was creating it. As soon as that vanished, it was destroyed.
Fair.
Also, dumb question, though. When we leave, can I deactivate my fireproof spell?
Oh, certainly. That's easy. It is a question of, for the items that everyone knows exist, what do you take with you? And for those of you who have filth, what do you steal on the way out?
I've already responded to you privately.
Anya's pretty firmly in camp, only take what we came for.
So, I'm likely going to agree with Anya, but I also don't know what there is.
No, here's the thing. That jewelry is very enchanted that it was on the actual skeleton. There's a bunch of other things that were very clearly magical littered around the room in, like, half remains of furniture.
Yeah, we're gonna leave that shit where it is.
I'm betting the instant we go back to civilization and Victor can actually, look up who this was, we're going to find, oh, we made a mistake.
Possibly.
Very possible.
I mean, yes, someone else was about to at least attempt to come in, whether or not they would have succeeded, but...
Is Golden Boy still collecting swords?
Stupid question.
Fine, I'll give it to him. I have no use for this. Does the
Honestly, maybe we just leave this one, because given his stance on Grave Robin, I don't think he'd appreciate where it came from.
He doesn't. We don't have to tell him we got it in here. We can say it was lying outside.
He's not that stupid.
I mean, he might still fall for it. I mean, actually, we could probably just tell him that there was an undead thingy that had it that attacked us. He might take it then. But just, don't be surprised if he doesn't necessarily thank you.
Shrug shoulders.
Right, you got everything you came for.
I hate all of you, and I'm definitely keeping this amulet now.
Yeah, that's fair.
The hate all of you is in the response of we're going to give Karen the sword.
Hey, for the record, I advocated against giving it to him.
Why? What's the big deal?
Kristoff is too busy doing absolutely nothing at all.
Yeah, same. Same.
Nothing whatsoever.
Thief Tarot is nonchalantly doing squats in the corner of the room.
Also, Aiden is probably going to ask Victor later for what the hell this amulet actually is.
Victor might or might not even be able to answer.
Right, we got stuff. Let's go. Let's go.
Time to beast the living fuck out of this place.
Time to commit Summer's Fleet Disneyland, and oh boy, are there going to be meltdowns.
All right, fine, Taryn says as he starts walking. You're noticing it's slower because his crossbow bag is twice as big.
Give me a second to grab me a drink of water.
Yep.
Not going to comment on the fact that the bag's twice as big.
Oh, I'm just squinting and, like, immediately calling bullshit, but she also knows that she's probably not successfully getting and keeping it from him. So, like, she sends him a look of, I know what you're fucking doing. But that's about it.
He's so thinly trying to let you not know.
And I was just like, look, it's not working. You're doing the ruse. I know what you're doing. You know I know what you're doing. Cut it. Just stop.
Let's at least not insult each other.
Exactly.
Fair enough. He's gonna look. By the way, Kristoff, it was in the other pocket. Flips coin at him.
I'm just going to try and snatch it out of the air. I don't actually know what to roll for that, and Nick's not here, so...
The answer is, if he's doing it in front of you, roll. Or dice. Whichever is higher.
Probably just...
it's a pass, but probably not by enough.
He's gonna shrug and walk away as you open your hand.
Pass by what, like 4 or 5 more?
That's pass by 4.
That's enough. Taryn was being arrogant, that's enough.
Yep.
Pass by 12 to get it back in 5 minutes.
Yeah, I fully expected that.
Oh, 100%.
It's more just, you know, that initial confiscation is exactly what I wanted.
Also, that's not something we took from here.
I know, that's the thing you two were trading back and forth the whole time.
Oh, we weren't trading it.
So it's a healing potion, got it.
Fine, redistributing.
It was a redistribution of wealth, as is my job.
Right. Right, time to go play Golem Smash again while you all slip behind me.
Could I either, create earth to fill in the door with stone, or very carefully bring down a little bit of the ceiling in this passage in case those fucknuts outside get in? I don't think we want them getting...
Well, they're going to have to deal with fire, the golem, and Aiden's probably going to release the maze.
Yeah.
It's called Defense of Death.
Yeah. It's more that will bringing down the door be even more disrespectful.
One of my first thought was I have create earth, so
fair.
If I can use that on the second tier stone to basically put a stone door in where the wood used to be.
Yeah, no, you can apply a pretty good amount of problems there. You easily have that. Honestly, I feel like the party is competent enough that you guys can get away without too many problems.
Nice.
So you all meet back up with Terran, who has been watching the people out there who've been continuing to dig.
All right.
Diggy.
Diggy diggy hole.
So, how did it go? Did you steal everything you needed?
We finished the job. A few of us took more than they were supposed to, but I'm just one woman and can't stop them from doing that, unfortunately.
Nonsense. We didn't take any more than was expected. Also,
Oh, okay, if you phrase it exactly like that.
I wholeheartedly concur with this phrasing.
I mean, it was a rough job, but we were well compensated for it.
Me.
Ah,
Given that you don't actually know what it does.
oh, by the way, Golden Boy, I've got you a new sword. We found it by the entrance. It was just kind of lying there. I figured you could add it to your collection. Now I need to roll bullshit. Son of a bitch.
Did you roll an 18 or was that the 4?
Actual Terran rolled a 4.
Oh shit!
Oh damn!
He's just gonna give everybody a dirty look, and it's the first time he's walking away from a sword.
I do love that Izzy tried to lie to himself and failed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look over at you, turn and be just like, told you.
Yeah.
Well, I'll take it.
Hands it over to you.
Sweet.
I don't need it. Besides, Abby's promised to pay me a little bit more when we got back. Ugh. She's really good to me. You'd be surprised how much
I'm weirdly going to turn to Kristoff and tell him to put it back.
What are you giggling at?
Thank you, Laura. I just saw your quote in memorable quotes.
It seemed fitting.
Did.
Does Kristoff have any response to being told to put the sword back?
Does anyone want to actually figure out what the sword is?
I'll roll thaumatology on it.
I can roll thaumatology on it as well, I guess.
I'm apparently rolling under a 6 tonight.
Also, dude, that was my quote.
Pass by 7, Nick.
This is a very fine balanced cold iron short sword that has +1 accuracy and damage from magic.
I mean, no one else is using it.
I mean, part of me really wants Terran to have it because it's the kind of magic he can use. But yeah.
If he refuses to take it in character, he refuses to take it.
Yeah, no, he refuses to take it.
Since it's with Kristoff, I'm going to mention that I would like if he got rid of the sword because of the fact that it's fucking cold iron.
I'm sure you would.
I did enchant one of Kristoff's crossbows before, so...
At least let me sell it.
I mean, if you want, I can just bring it back to Abby. She always needs more swords for her stuff.
I mean, this is actually
you
a
can
very
sell it.
valuable sword considering it's also a major historical artifact, but
Yeah, sell it. We need more money for the territory.
it's not that valuable.
It'll still get a little money.
It's a lot of value for a person, not a lot of value for a thief.
That is how it works, yes.
Oh, hold on. If we're proposing giving it away, I need to roll greed.
I mean, it sounded like we were all fine with selling it.
I mean, Abby can probably get a really good buyer for it. She meets with people late at night every once in a while, and they all seem like they've got pretty big money.
Well,
What kind of people?
I suppose I can live with that.
No, see, I'm now very interested in the people that the Terran just mentioned.
The kind of people that I know to keep my mouth shut around.
Right, I'm gonna need more details about that. There's been enough bullshit going on in the area, boy. The more info we have about who's doing what, the better. It's not that I'm suspecting Abby. It's just knowing who's in which corner's real helpful right around these times.
She just meets with people because she's under constant surveillance from all the other nobles and whatnot. They're constantly trying to pin her with stuff.
They are, and it's bullshit. It's the kind of thing where if we have... Part of what we're hoping to do is maybe help her out a bit in all this as well. So, again, not trying to implicate her, just if I know who she's meeting with, might have a better idea how to help her.
I mean, I honestly don't know who they are.
Descriptions?
Black cloak and mask, late at night so you blend into the background. That's the best way to meet at that hour.
Well, I mean, it is a good way to, Damn! Sorry, Nick just posted the sword being worth 18k in chat.
Out of character, I'm just like, oh, damn it.
It's a ton of money for an individual. It's not a ton of money for someone who is running a feudal territory.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get the... We're gonna want to talk to Abby about the people she's been meeting with, just because, that's a little funky. But that can possibly happen next session, given that it is 11 for some of you people now.
I feel like that is definitely a question for next session, given that it is 11 right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is it time for what we learned? Or are we gonna wrap after we see these guys, the barbarians, finally break in and then get their asses handed to them?
It's time for what we learned. Okay. Alright. Who gets to go first this session? Because some stuff has happened this session. First person's victory.
Okay. Victor learned that even when he's good at his job, there's always crazier tombs out there that nobody's actually sent Earth Movers to anytime recently. This will probably make a good training example.
It really would, were it not for the fact that the vast majority of apprentices who would show up at the Earth Movers Union would just die in this location.
I don't mean this specific, but as a training story of, hey, even the like, this is the sort of thing you might see in a really high-end tomb.
Theoretical example rather than practical exam.
Fair. Fair. Understood. Legit.
And he's totally gonna hit the library to research this princess when we get back to civilization. Otherwise, yeah, it turns out the character who's been doing a lot of stuff related to, like, excavation and archaeology type stuff is good at exploring tombs. Shocker.
It's true. Victor solved many problems.
He did.
Magic solved many problems this session. It was very nice.
Oh, yeah.
The thing that Brute Force definitely helped solve is break down the gate and make sure the golem doesn't kill anyone.
Yep.
Also make sure the skeletons don't kill anyone.
Yep.
Next up is actually Terran.
Which one?
Yes.
Yes, do both. I'm
Uh,
curious.
Okay, I guess we'll start with Thief Taran. Another fun adventure. You know, I think this one might top the charts, but no, it's good to know that my skills, can be put to good use. As far as other Taran, I think like he's just gonna be like sitting there like fetal position, kind of like hugging his legs, watching people break into the tomb as everybody else is going in, and just kind of shaking his head and just saying hypocrites, and just kind of turning away and watching the sunset.
Yeah.
I think the really funny thing is if you guys told him whose tomb you were breaking into, this would be a much more interesting thing that he learned, but
Would the name have meant something to him?
the location and who, like,
To our Terran. Interesting.
I mean, it'll probably come up as we're
Fair.
going back.
Fair. That'll be interesting.
yep. All right. Next up, we have Anya.
Oh boy. I'm not sure Anya necessarily learned much that's new in this session. On the one hand, the success of her armor is meaning that I should maybe pick up some more disadvantages, but yeah, no, party actually took care of themselves and solved shit even when she was occupied. Well done. They are learning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that actually sounds about right. Next up is Aiden.
That someone was actually capable of getting under his skin. It's fine. They don't exist anymore. Plausible threat of violence has been established. I will probably be poking Victor for more information on who the hell that princess was, and what the hell this talisman I took from that guy is. But that's it.
Fair. And Christoph.
Well, I really just have one thing to say. Kristoff's gonna take a canteen of water out of it, pull a horn that he definitely didn't have when we went into the dungeon, put one into his mouth, pour the water into the top of the horn, see a bunch of wine come out into his mouth, wipe his lips, and say, "Today's a good day."
Oh boy.
Are you serious? That's one of the things you got?
Yes, it's a horn, and you pour water into it, and high quality wine comes out the other side. It's fucking amazing.
Oh wow.
Christoph is gonna love this.
Oh, I got so much. Like, honestly, I might not sell any of the things I got.
I mean, honestly, the horn thing sounds like you just like make a wine business and start paying off your debt with that.
Also, Kristoff looks weirdly hotter than he did when we went into the
Did you get an accidental sex appeal accessory?
No, I got a necklace of +1 appearance.
So, are we talking airbrushing or a bishy sparkle?
Bishy sparkles.
Oh my god.
Good. This is exactly what our stealthy spy needs.
I mean, if that is ever given to me, it becomes very ludicrous.
There is, in fact, a cap on the spell that is imbued in the item that Christoph is now wearing.
Is it capped at the supernatural level or below the supernatural level?
Below the supernatural level.
Okay, I am at the highest level you can have without it being supernatural, so never mind.
Well, actually, technically no, but you probably don't want to try it. I remember you looked at the spell. That it is basically you go from +1 attractiveness to maximum uncanny valley terror. If someone who's already at peak attract at a very handsome / beautiful wears it. You don't have Transcendent. You loop all the way back around to maximum Intimidate bonus.
Which is legit.
Uh-huh.
I'd like to think Kristoff got the better stuff out of this. Just because you can sense magic.
A little bit, yes, actually.
I don't
These
even
can figure out things that are valuable. Kristoff can figure out things that are powerfully magical.
I don't want to know what I got, because I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be Thief Terran for many more.
Probably not, no. You're going to Thief Terran again in a bit, but... Oh god, Izzy... No, Kristoff, why? Dan, why? Why? You monster, why?
Did he figure out an unconventional use for one of the things he got?
Look at Fireball.
I regret nothing.
No!
See, I was expecting it to be either a crazy Uncanny Valley thing, or that you found a picture of handsome Squidward. One of the two.
Well, I mean, now that you say that,
I think he has to try now. And this is as much the rest of our punishment as it is his, but I think it's more his punishment.
perfect.
That is so JoJo Squidward.
Yep.
That is very JoJo Squidward.
Oh my god.
Alright, this was a session, alright.
I think we did okay.
You did
You know,
it!
it's okay, Tony Stark thing blowing up in the background, but I think we did okay.
You did far better than expected. You're all at positive HP.
I never
Yeah,
got...
we actually did really well at avoiding damage, now that I think about it.
I never got hit.
I didn't either.
We're almost...
I never got hit either.
Yeah, like, you all lost a ton of FP, but, like, I didn't even get reduced to a third of my HP, so...
Squishy Wizard solved the problem with magic.
And
I'm
thievery.
a very good tank.
I mean, I stole 3 things off the guy that was fighting us.
Yeah, no, that was pretty impressive.
I didn't even have to use luck.
Steve Terran's good at what he does.
Yes. Yes, he is.
So yeah, next session we're going to have a very interesting bit of things happening.
Do we get any points for this session?
Oh yeah, everyone gets 2 character points.
Woohoo!
2 whole points? Does that mean
I
we
also
can...
have to go poke Ricky again.
I will probably save those 3 so I can get one more and fix the mistake I made of thinking I had 3 dice for free instead of 2 dice.
Yeah. How many points?
So, for you who is better at keeping track of these things than I am, should probably announce how many character points you have. I used to be easy because this is great at actually keeping track of things.
So, according to my numbers, which are wonky because of disadvantage points, I believe we're at 143.
According to what I've got, if you exclude the points that I've gotten purely from training, I'm at 141.
Plus the 2 we just got.
Yes. Those were already included.
Oh, okay. I was at 141 before that. Unless our
And
disadvantage
so you just go for 143. Izzy is really good consistency in tracking these things.
I believe it. And
Is
it's
that
really
143
possible.
supposed to be including our training points or not? Because
It is
we
not.
have
No,
No, it
143,
does
but
not,
that includes
Not
training
including
points.
training.
it does not include
Yeah,
training.
like I've got listed on my sheet in a separate area how many points I've gotten from training, because I can't separate that.
Okay.
I can buy up strength again.
I'm going to then assume that I have extra points from training that I somehow missed.
Yeah, I must have
Because,
too.
like,
It's possible. Like, keeping track of all of that is hard. This is the reason why I trust you guys to do it.
Yep, and well, I've been pretty good about that. Like, I fully believe I just flat out missed a session or two.
I mean,
for whatever reason.
I mean, there's also a chance that like my stuff has shifted slightly because I was shuffling disadvantages and advantages not long ago after the 6-month time gap.
That shouldn't actually change your total points, though.
Yeah, no, it shouldn't.
Yep.
okay, well, I'm going to assume I missed something, and I'm then going to use that to buy up the skill to the ludicrous level, just so that I can have the 3 dice that I thought I had.
That is a big investiture of points, and it's a lot of power, and that's completely okay.
Like, it means that my casting of the flame jet spell is don't roll an 18,
Yep.
and it means I just have 3 dice of damage now.
The main limitation is you have to be within 3 yards of your enemy for that, which sometimes matters.
Sometimes.
If they survive and then, retaliation stab.
Look, I'm used to also having someone else in the 1 yard difference between us two, but...
Tis fair, tis fair.
Hold on a second.
I feel like this is probably a thank you recording time, Izzy.
Yeah, I actually just need to check one thing. What is the sense bullshit check again?
Body language?
Body language and tech lies, one of the two.
Or psychology, right?
Or psychology, yes. We're not.
Ah, damn it. No, I'm just like, oh wait, no. Perception -6.
I think he's trying to figure out if it was possible that even with a 4, he failed that and therefore gets to have the sword.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure he's determining that even with how low he has it, even with the 4, he still passed.
Yeah, no, there's no way. And I'm like, damn it! I've been wanting a fucking magic sword for like 10 sessions.
Hey, you're the one who stole your own knife.
Actually, it was a gift. A gift worth 2 strength, in fact.
It was. That knife is, in fact, one of the most powerful magic items that has showed up in this game.
Yeah.
It's not the most powerful.
I think that goes to the sword we stole from my other brother.
No. Very much does not.
Oh, wait. I know what the
I think it
answer
goes
is.
to Abby's sword.
Yes.
Yes! It goes to the suit he stole and gave to Abby. Well, took from a ruin and gave to Abby. That is far away. Well, actually, it might not be the most powerful item in the game anymore.
No, that definitely goes to Kristoff's, winemaking hoard.
Clearly. The most overpowered item of them all.
Alright. Well, I guess this is a good time to cut it.
It's true.
Alright.
Say goodnight to the recording, everybody.
Good night, recording.
Good
You're
night.
great. Everyone who's watching us, thank you for enjoying the random amounts of bullshit we get up to.
'Tis the best.
Is anyone actually watching these?
Yeah?
Wow, rude.
It's an honest question.
Yes, I watch them at the bare minimum. And all
Okay,
of our...
Izzy, he's actually even said that other people have commented on his videos where he uploads.
Yeah. So thank you for commenting and uploading, and please ignore Victor. He does not know what he says. Good night, everybody.